Okay, we are live. Welcome back to Candlekeep Mysteries. So as I was saying, we had our downtime between missions. So like JD, feel free to shop off site, off scene, because off camera, because we were at home. Everybody should be level 14. Excuse me. As we were enjoying our downtime, in our different areas, like, alarms went off that only we could see or hear. So, like, Galman's dice, he rolled some dice, and he bet on sixes, on like, snake eyes, not snake eyes, but pair of sixes in the dice, and it came up as two mouths, and the mouths talked to him and was like, Galman, you're being called to the Court of Air, Galman to the Court of Air, and then, like, I'm trying to remember some of the others, for example.
But we all received a personalized.
Personalized, come on down right now. Yes. Even people who were not here. Broder was on the road from Baldur's Gate back to Candlekeep, and his horse turned around and talked to him and said, you know, Broder, you're being called to the Court of Air. So no matter where the party was, they were being personally called.
Yeah.
So,
what was Halvard?
It would depend on how Halvard was doing in that moment. Halvard arrived late for that session. He got there for like the last 10 minutes. So Halvard and Sendu, you also would have got personalized messages. What were you doing probably during your downtime?
I think that during Sendu's downtime, he's probably made a little bit of progress as to, like, looking into rituals to find the location of powerful genes.
Mm-hmm.
So he was, like, creating in some remote part of Candlekeep, maybe even outside of it, this, like, complicated ritual with salts and herbs and gemstones. And, like, the gemstones formed into a mouth. No, the gemstones went full Ouija board and formed letters.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Halvard, what do you think you're doing during your downtime?
I was sleeping.
Okay, you had like a nightmare where you were being attacked by a panther person, so another feline type person, and the panther person was about to murder you when they said, Halvard, please go to the Court of Air, and then you woke up.
I love it.
Yes, so, you all went to the Court of Air, and I will go over there so we can see the NPC that had summoned you. It was this guy, who, while not...
I love his little magic AirPods!
Yeah, I thought that was so cool. While not being an employee of Candlekeep, has sought out Candlekeep and hired them to help with this mystery, because it concerns a Candlekeep book and a Candlekeep librarian. He brought a book that is made of crystal, and it looks like it would be about, like, divination or some such, but upon opening it, it's about rituals involved in, like, extending the life of someone and then, like, swapping organs with them. And, like, if you swapped organs with someone, you could use mind control and things like that. You know, like, make them into servants. So that was messed up. And apparently the last Sorry, say something?
I said this is my food here. You can
go on. So the last librarian who was studying it went missing. And the book was then sent to this man to try to, like, solve the puzzle, and he could not, but he noticed something at the end of the book. At the end of the book, there was a list of names, and CSI Candlekeep's names were all listed in that list. Every single one of you. And some unknown names, too, to be learned later. But we were trying to figure out what that list is, and we figured out that it's a list of all donors and recipients of organs.
This is encoded, you said?
Not encoded.
The names were encoded?
No, not encoded. Just literally listed first and last name under a list of... And then at the top, it said... The reason it was... The only encoded part was the title of the list. The title of the list was like a weird... let's see if I can find it. It was like the named beings. But then we looked up in the book, and it says, you know, the named beings listed at the end of this book have been selected to donate their organs 2, the organization that's running it right now is called the House of the All-Seeing Orb.
So a guy shows up. He's like, "We need your help."
Yes.
He has a book.
Yes.
He tried to do something with the book and he couldn't figure it out or whatever. He shows it to us, and our group's names are at the end of the very last page.
Your names and the librarian who went missing before this incident. Yes.
Okay, and someone thought it was a good idea to investigate this.
Because here's the thing.
The heading was these people have chosen to donate their organs.
No. It's not that. It's that you guys have already donated your organs. Past tense. It's already happened. You guys, at some point in the past, had your organs taken from you and other people's organs put inside you. So, like...
And none of us are aware of this.
No, you're all aware of this.
We're aware of it now.
Yes.
We weren't aware of it before.
None of you have memories of surgeries or being knocked out or... I mean, that's the thing. You would imagine that at some point during your life, you went to the dentist, or you went to, and like maybe something happened, or you went to bed one night and had a nightmare, and then so like at some point during your life, something in your body was swapped out with somebody else's. So and you don't know which organ it is either. Except during our adventure, we did find Krasafir and Tiramisu. Let me look at my notes. We found Krasafir. We come to a place that has canopic jars, and we found Krasafir's esophagus in a jar. And we found Tiramisu's tongue in a jar, which means
original.
The original
tongue,
one, yes.
Original esophagus.
Yes, that means Tiramisu.
We're not missing anything at the moment.
You're not missing anything. You have somebody else's.
Yeah.
So Tiramisu has someone else's tongue, and Krasavir has someone else's esophagus.
Okay, but see, that's what I misunderstood from last week.
Yeah.
I thought we were all missing. We came here and then all of a sudden we were missing organs.
I see. Yes.
Okay, we're just going along with this.
So nobody except for those two knows which organ was swapped out. You just know something was. Yeah. And Sendu, even though you're a Warforged, your name is also on this list, so you can assume some part of your bio... What?
I don't think this would actually super surprise Sendu, because in reality, none of Sendu's parts were originally his. He's fully constructed.
Well then...
He's like, oh, that sounds right. Wait, what?
It does mean that after your original awakening, your parts were stripped out. Yes.
Oh, no, absolutely. But that initial statement of oh, you have a part that doesn't belong to you, and Sendu's like, that sounds right, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, this was a post-creation thing.
Yes.
Okay, this is a problem.
And the jars also had symbols on them, which is how we kind of identified who was who. So the Tiramisu's had a bow and arrow on it, and Kraz's had a question mark on it, and he's wild magic, so randomness, and they did some medicine checks and stuff. But, yes. So, the party is now... We went to a distant land called Teshluta, which is down by Chult, to this order of divination people who are trying to... they're all about fate and the future and divination and trying to figure things out and fortune-telling. And so we are in their base. We've been welcomed in. We spoke to a secretary. She was super nice. We're waiting to speak with the master. We did notice that the secretary's name is also in the book. And there's a couple people that have gone missing recently whose names are also in the book. There is... Let me just find the thing here. There was a tiefling barbarian who went missing. There was the Candlekeep librarian who went missing. There was a wizard who went missing. And... what was the last one? Oh, a high priest that went missing. But the thing is...
We found one of them.
What's up?
We said we found another one of them in one of the rooms we searched.
Yes, so, we found this in one of the rooms.
Oh.
And it is a golem. But we don't know who it is, but the book states that if you do the organ swapping and perform a ritual, you can turn someone into a golem. So our guess is that this is one of the missing people on the list, and now they're a golem. So that's a thing. But yeah. So, and the thing is that nobody was really worried about these people having gone missing because time inside the, what do you call this?
The temple.
Yeah, temple. Yeah, time inside the temple works different than time outside the temple. So the idea was that these 4 or 5 people had come here to study, and the fact that they hadn't been seen in 6 months isn't that weird because for them it could be 4 days. So.
Right.
Yeah. So the party currently. And the last thing I'll say is we had beaten 2 genies, which would be of note to Sendu.
Oh, no.
We beat up 2 Dao.
They deserved it.
Okay, well, Dao in general are jerks, so that's okay.
They were holding our parts hostage.
And that's the 2 genies are the 2 Dao are where we found the 2 organ jars we'd found so far.
So I'm still making my pickle.
We had entered into this room here, and then the party thought, oh, this has big boss energy. We see a coffin in the middle, and then we also see some jars, and the party was like, yeah, we're not going to go here yet, and we left. And so...
That tracks.
So, where we are now, is there's a hall of mirrors. We are an initiative because what you do in the Hall of Mirrors matters, and certain actions can make you take damage. So I will put Sendu outside of the Hall of Mirrors. Let's see, Galman's not here. We have Kraz, we have Nightshade, Tiramisu's not here yet, but they're coming, so I will leave them there. Broder now, in order to get inside of the temple, Broder lied and said he was a delivery man, and so that's why he looks like a delivery man.
You know what? I admire Broder's sheer commitment to the bit.
So, am I missing anybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool.
Is Jessica not turning her camera on today?
She's not feeling well, I think.
She stated she wasn't going to turn it on.
Here.
I see.
Okay, so Galman is not here. Kraz, you've seen people go in. Some have taken damage, some have not. They are like looking around, investigating things of that nature. What do you do?
Okay, I will step up to the doorway.
Oh, I should probably do something. So Sendu, you find out your organs are taken. You talk to Candlekeep staff, and they activate a teleportation circle that gets you here. That's how.
Yeah, I mean, Sendu's got abilities where you can command wind walk or something to get there, so he has his own ways to get there if he needs to.
Cool.
So I am going to it's a heavy day. I'm going to throw a firebolt at the mirrors directly across from me.
Nice.
Okay. Let me check something.
I'm pretty sure that a 17 hits.
1 second. It does hit. Roll damage.
22 points fire damage.
It seems like it's immune to fire damage.
Interesting.
Unfortunate.
Yes, unfortunate. Okay. That's my.
Do you move into the room, or are you staying outside?
Nope, I'm staying right the fuck in. I've seen 2 people walk in the room and suffer painful, something very psychically painful. I'm staying the fuck out.
Okay.
Okay.
Albert brain hurt.
I'm here.
Yes. What you doing?
Oh yeah, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yes.
Fuck.
You are standing outside the Hall of Mirrors.
I am.
Then Sendu gets to go.
Oh, and each thing is 10 feet. They're giant squares. I'll put Sendu into initiative. Oh, you are there. I just need to move you.
Sendu, you rolled initiative.
Yes. Well, no, I know you rolled it. I just have to move you. That's all. And I added you superfluously.
Sendu gets 2 turns.
So, this might be weird.
Okay.
I don't know if I could do this.
I like weird.
I don't know if this would even make sense.
Okay.
I was thinking about doing
Part of
fairy.
bullshit of magic wouldn't mirror.
Well, I was thinking of fairy fire, and all it would do is it would outline a 20-foot cube, and it would outline creatures in light, so it would outline things that would be creatures, so the things that aren't true wouldn't be outlined. So, I don't know.
Huh.
But that doesn't make sense. No, I'm just gonna magic missile the fucking mirrors. Actually, you know what? Actually, let me look at the... No, because that's a creature. Everything is labeled creature.
Mhm.
And the magic mirrors aren't a creature unless they are a creature.
They're
Yeah.
not. As far as you can tell, they're not a creature.
Hmm.
I'm lying. They're a creature. No. I'm kidding. That'd be fucked up.
Yeah, it would.
Surprise! Every mirror is a mimic.
Well, then one of them should have taken some fucking fireball damage.
They are immune. They are mimics who are immune to fire.
Yes, they are fire mimics.
Of course they are.
That sounds awful.
That's because it is.
I think I already tried to attack one of the mirrors last session, didn't I?
Yes.
Yes.
Jess?
A fighter. You attack them and you have to be able to...
not go in that room.
Okay. You don't have to. What are you doing outside the room?
If you fire an arrow at it.
Mm. I guess I'll throw a hand axe. Why not?
Okay.
I'll just throw a hand axe at a mirror.
Mhm.
Fuck it.
Uh, 21 hits.
Awesome. Yeah, Blooming Blade and Green Flame Blade wouldn't work because they're not creatures,
Not
correct?
creatures, yeah.
Right. Just, asking for a friend.
Yeah.
8.
It seems like it's immune to slashing damage.
Well.
Isn't it also immune to piercing? Did I break
Yeah,
one of them?
you had done a rapier thing, and it was immune to piercing, yes. So you know piercing, slashing, and fire so far.
And what kind of damage did it do to us?
Psychic.
Oh.
Well,
Anything else, Nightshade? Or is that it?
that's all I do.
Okay. Sendu.
I'm not
You-
fucking going in that room. I step back.
Sendu, you
actually.
arrive, and you find your cohorts are really puzzled by this situation.
It was an impressive series of twists and turns to get here, but that receptionist was quite lovely. What is... Oh dear. What are we doing in here?
At the end of my turn, I tell him what happened in that room.
I'm not sure.
I don't know what happened in that room, so... apparently, Broder hit something with a rapier, and it dealt psychic
So
damage?
the second
My name is John Upsman, I'll have you know.
So what happened was the second they step in the room, they have to do a certain type of save, which obviously you would know in character. But yeah, you do a save, and then if you pass, you're good to walk around the room. If you fail, you take psychic damage. Which then you can still walk. But then
Save.
then after you save, you can still walk around the room. Even if you don't save, you can still walk around the room.
Field of damage around the area.
It's Dex, and you do it all the fucking time.
Was it Dex? It was
Nick
Dex.
Reese pictures of you.
Yeah, it was Dex.
It was. That's why I ain't fucking going in that room.
Yeah.
What, you don't have a super high dex? Aren't you a ranger type? Or you are?
I have negative dexterity. I'm not a ranger.
No, this is not a ranger. She is an Eldritch Knight. She's a fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have the worst dex in existence.
What is your dex mod?
-1.
Oof.
Ew.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yes, Sendu, 3
I
people
could-
have.
Oh, I would even fail on a nat 20.
Yeah.
Do you know what the DC is? What do you mean?
I'm
You
sure
know
it's
it's pretty fucking high.
too high. Yeah.
1, I would never make someone fail on a nat 20. But 2. So yeah, Sendu, we have a room full of mirrors, and they would have also told you that when like Tiramisu got in the room, they noticed infinite versions of them. So like the mirrors are just
All that's
reflecting.
happening, so.
So Tiramisu, Broder, and Halvard all see infinite versions of themselves in the mirrors.
Interesting.
So I'm not going in there.
Have you considered going in there whilst invisible? If there is no image of yourself to cast reflections, would it not therefore be unable to provide these infinite versions?
Someone tried that, right? Someone is hidden or invisible.
I don't think anyone's invisible.
I distinctly remember someone being.
Yeah, someone's invisible in here. I
Is
think
it
it was
Tiramisu?
Marcus.
I thought the first person who went in did.
Yeah. Someone was invisible when they went in here.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. I'm trying to remember what happened because not everybody got hit. So, there's something wrong with the turn order, I think. Oh no, so it's because Broder held his initiative. That's why. So I don't. But the thing is, I don't remember what happened because not everybody took damage when they came in. Some people passed on the save, and some people. I feel like if let me see, if you're invisible. I feel like Tiramisu might have turned invisible after they went in. Marcus isn't here, so I can't ask them. Does anybody remember?
Well, that's the thing. One of us was definitely either invisible or hiding. I don't know which, but if it's not me, and it's not you, then it's Tiramisu.
Well, I can tell you, hiding wouldn't do anything, so I know it's not hiding. I'm trying to think if...
Does Tiramisu have an ability that allows him to turn invisible?
Let me look at their character sheet. Because I know Tiramisu's mostly about teleporting, so I don't know if there's an invisibility part, but let's look. And also, I usually put an icon on people who have abilities and stuff, so I feel like I would have put some kind of icon for invisible, but I guess the icon would be invisible.
I do see that Tiramisu has checked off the etherealness, or the ethereal step.
That was from the battle against the Dao.
Yes.
Nature's Veil.
Yes,
I think that also happened during... I feel like that also happened during the battle, though.
No.
No? Okay.
He definitely did it in here.
Okay. So that's fine.
I think he did that after he saw someone get their ass whooped.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think Broder went in. I still think Broder went in first.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
No.
No, Broder definitely didn't go in first. Okay. But
I held the initiative as people were exploring to see what was going on.
I think the thing is, even if you don't see infinite versions of yourself, you do see the other people. So Halvard still sees... I said Tiramisu wasn't there, so nobody's seeing reflections of Tiramisu, but Halvard is seeing reflections of both Halvard and Broder. Broder is seeing reflections of both Broder and Halvard. So, while you wouldn't see yourself, you would see infinite reflections of the other people in the hallway. So Tiramisu's plan would only work if Tiramisu came in by herself. Or Sendu, if Sendu were to do it, same thing applies, because now Broder and Halvard are in there.
So there would have to be nothing. So, assuming this information that I have via the grace of God,
Yes.
there would have to be no one else within the room in order to not see something bad.
Yeah, in order for the invisibility to maybe work, I'm not even guaranteeing that it would work, but in order for the invisibility to maybe work, you would definitely need no one else in the hallway. Or everybody to be invisible.
Did I hear crashing noises? Were you two attacking the mirrors?
Yes.
Maybe.
And break them.
Attempting to break
Breaking the mirrors would sever, would cancel the psychic damage effect.
I suppose that's fair. If this is projecting some degree of damage in field, then it makes sense.
Mirror hurt us, we hurt mirror.
I would like to attempt to understand this effect a little bit better, Kyle.
Okay.
I would like to activate Detect Magic.
Okay.
Which is a 30-foot cone in front of me.
Oh, hey, does anybody have blind sight or true sight?
I have blind sight out to 10
And
feet.
you could
Or
have
blind.
true
No,
sight.
wait. I have blind sense. I always forget that. It's not.
Okay,
Sight.
so you're
If
good.
Detect Magic reveals something interesting, I will activate True Seeing afterwards.
Detect Magic would show...
I'm glowing.
Also, hello. I don't believe we've been introduced. My name
Oh,
is
yeah, I didn't
Henry.
even mention Krezafir in the intro. So, yes, as we... I'll let you... Yeah, you can RP it, but as we were on the way to the place, Krezafir was waiting in line because for separate reasons he was going to the Divination Temple, and then we noticed that Krezafir's name was also in the book.
Fascinating.
Oh yeah, hey, I'm Krezafir. And I kind of jumped up because we're all in the same boat, apparently.
I suppose this is something of a recurring theme with us recently. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And you, if we can get out of this crap.
And just so Mark knows, Sendu looks like this.
Gotcha. I know you're saying work for it, so pretty much a robot.
I am a full robot person.
Cool.
Yeah, so I would love to see what Detect Magic shows me.
All the mirrors are magic.
Unsurprising.
Gaspa.
I'm going to guess some degree of evocation or enchantment. Perchance illusion?
Illusion, yes. Evocation, yes. No enchantment.
Fascinating. Any other schools of magic present?
I think that's it. Oh, oddly enough,
Also,
towards the...
powerful necromancy.
What's the range on your detect magic?
Detect magic is 30 feet, and I forget how long you said these squares are.
10 feet each. So you can, if you go to the edge, yeah. So yes, all the mirrors around you have those two. And then how long does your detect magic stay long? In effect?
It stays active for 10 minutes, but I can cast it at will, so functionally infinite.
Okay, so I'm going to give you more about this room, even though you couldn't see it from there. But well, are you going to walk around the room?
I would so, from what I can tell from outside is only that the mirrors are projecting illusion and evocation.
Yes.
I can get no further information.
No further from that.
Yeah, that's fair. Interesting. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Manavaka, go in the room, please.
Poor Manavaka.
Okay, when Manavaka is summoned in the room, I'm going to need Manavaka to give me a dex save.
Oh no, Manavaka's like, wait, hold on, this hurts people?
Manavaka.
This is actually a good question. Is this effect avoidable in any way?
Manavaka is Sendu's, imp familiar since he's a warlock.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yep.
Sendu did ask the question, is this effect avoidable in any way? Yeah, because I do still feel pain, you shithead.
As far as the party knows, you could walk around with your eyes closed, maybe? Or,
Fine, Manavaka, cease. Yeah, thanks. Yes, I'm just gonna walk in. Let's see what's going on here.
Okay.
I can't get very far because I don't have much more than 30 feet of movement, but Sendu will walk into the room.
Okay, give me that dex save,
Magic
please.
active. It is a dexterity saving throw?
Yes. which
Honestly.
I find weird as well, but that's what the book says.
It is my ability to keep my eyes away from.
I think that's kind of the idea.
That is a 6, my good sir.
That's a fail.
Strong.
So you take 22 psychic damage.
Ooh.
Gosh. Damage.
Yeah, that thing hurt.
What I will here, I think I should illustrate something different. I don't think I said it last time. You notice that upon the failed save, you don't notice save, like, upon walking, narrate differently. Upon walking into the room, you see hundreds of Sendus, and you have an indescribable urge to, like, touch a mirror, and when you touch the mirror, you take the psychic damage. But you can't help touch the mirror.
Gotcha. But there was no enchantment component to this effect.
Yes, it is something in the illusion magic.
Fascinating. Does detect magic reveal anything more about the room?
Nothing additional from there. You will have to move about the cabin.
So Senju will touch the mirror and, like, shiver?
Sendu, which mirror are you touching?
I do not know. There are no visible mirrors in this map.
Every wall, floor, and ceiling is a mirror.
Well, given that I'm standing on them, I'm touching several mirrors.
You know, but you're like wearing boots or shoes, right?
No, he is.
Yeah, so those don't
sort
count.
of. Senju is his boots.
Oh shit.
Wait. Okay, nope. Not the floors.
If Sendu is also not living tissue.
He is technically living
More or
tissue.
less.
It's different. But I was wrong.
Yes, I've never really looked into Warforged.
I was wrong.
Floors are not mirrored?
Not floors and not ceiling. Just walls.
Okay.
But the walls are floor to ceiling, yeah?
Yes. And they run 10 panels. So, like, every block is a mirror.
Gotcha.
Every 10 feet is a
there
mirror.
are ways through? Like, there are breaks in the mirror to allow us to pass to different areas?
Nope.
So I can't move to there. I'm trapped in here by...
Oh, no, sorry. I mean the walls of a block. So, like, this is a mirror, but the rest of it is just open air.
Oh!
So, literally, this here...
So I'm touching this mirror.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in answer to your question, I'm touching that one.
Mm-hmm.
Which one? Could you point at it again?
Sure.
Okay.
Could you?
One not by you.
Whereas,
Well,
like,
right next to
Broder and Halvred touched the mirror that's, like, you know, down by them. Or I think they would have touched probably this mirror because they took a right when they entered the room, so they probably would have touched that.
Fascinating. I felt my central processings fail for a moment. I would recommend against touching the mirror if at all possible, though the magic that relates to it seems to force that.
That was actually only upon you. So Broder's was like he tripped and fell, and like not tripped and fell, but tripped and brushed the mirror. And then Halvred's was, I think he like attacked the mirror with his claws or something. And so like they've touched it in various ways. Yours has been the only one that has been a compulsion.
Well, Senju does not know that because no one has told him.
Very funny, right.
The party is allergic to giving people information.
Foos pops his head in the door and is like, "Hey, here's all the information you need. Okay, bye."
Joe, thank you for the compelling bit of exposition. That's the end of Senju's turn.
In my defense, not much was explained about how the psychic damage was happening.
That is true. No one was asking. Everybody was like, "Oh, he took damage? Okay, cool." And I didn't tell because I'm dumb and I wasn't thinking in the moment. So
Don't call yourself
No, you don't have. DM, you don't have to give out any information unless
That
we
you guys
ask
don't
for it.
ask
We can
for,
walk
yeah.
through this.
that's fair. All right, Halvard.
So, in between Sendu and myself right now,
Yeah.
standing between us, I could not see Sendu interact with the mirror, correct?
You could see his like finger brush it or touch it or whatever.
Senju
Yeah.
also said out loud, "I touched the mirror."
No, but
I'm
I'm asking specifically about what I see.
Oh, you can see it. Yeah, sure.
Okay,
right
so
now,
I saw
you also-
Sendu touch the mirror, did I see the reflection on the other side?
Yes.
Can I have a description of that, please? Which is exactly what happened in the room?
It's just, it's exactly the opposite. It's just literally a Sendu reaching up and touching the mirror. Yes.
So nothing unusual that I could see happen when Sendu touched the mirror from the other side of the reflection.
No. I'll tell you, out of character, I think the mirror puzzles you guys are thinking of are way cooler than this actual mirror puzzle. And so...
Okay, so my second thought, which I would like the party to talk me out of, I pull out my great axe and I pull out my arm, and I'm like, so what would happen if I chopped off my arm? If I'm looking in the mirror, would the me that's in the mirror still chop off his arm, or would the me in the mirror be like, no, don't do that, buddy, okay? I'm not real. Like, the chicken's up.
Suggest the much more logical thing of, how about you just cut yourself a little rather than full amputation first?
Yeah, do we have anybody here who can reattach that limb?
Well, also, there is no conjurative magic in this mirror. It cannot create a mirror version of yourself. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kyle, it was enchantment and evocation, it wasn't even illusion, right?
No, it was illusion and evocation.
It was illusion, not enchantment.
Yes.
Right.
Basically,
can I get some
here's what I'll explain. So in universe, the mirrors are taking the same actions you take. So when you take a step, they take a step. When you poke it, they poke it. When you attack it with a firebolt, the firebolt happens. Like, those are all true. The thing is, though, is that each mirror is a mirror of 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 a mirror. So when you look in the mirror, you only see one reflection. Now in each reflection, you're seeing reflections unfold upon each other. So it's just it's just the pure volume of reflections that's fucking with your brain is the idea.
Right, it's like walking through a house of mirrors where they're back to back, the reflections are bouncing off each other constantly.
I have an idea then.
I would like to hear your... Sendu, I'd like to hear.
Cover up one side of the wall. I intend to cast Silent Image and block out a 15-foot section of the wall so that I can only see one side of the mirror.
That's genius. Do I have anything? I rifle through my bag of...
You have a tarp.
Yeah.
I have a tarp.
You probably
do I have anything? I look for something to fasten said tarp to the mirror. What do I find? Am I finding anything to fasten the tarp?
Look at your bag. Look at your inventory, Halvard. I don't know what's in your inventory.
Halvard throws the tarp onto the mirror.
That was the question if you had one. I'm not saying you have one.
Let me look at Halvard's inventory.
You're responsible for your inventory.
Yeah, I'm looking at Halvard's inventory.
I'm looking. Okay. All right.
I don't have a tarp.
So, can I get a description of my rations?
Rations are nuts, fruit leather, jerky.
You have our bedroll. You can click on stuff, and it'll give you a description of it, John.
I would like my rations to be nothing but fruit leather, please.
Bedding and a blanket.
Yeah, your bedroll would probably be your best option.
Okay.
Actually, your only option, looking at your thing. Yeah.
Is unless like in my rations I have like a jar of grape jam that I could smear over the mirror?
No, it is specifically dried goods, not wet stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking at the mirror. Mm-hmm. Is it wall to wall or is there a wooden frame?
I apologize. You started your room in the mirror room. I need you to give me a dex save, please.
But I already did. Wait, because it's a new turn?
It's a new turn. Yeah. You are the first person to experience a second turn in the mirror room, so you're now learning that by being in the mirror room, you have to do it again.
And I have advantage on dex on effects that I can see.
You can definitely...
I think the whole problem is that you can see this.
You can see too much, but yes, I think that does give you advantage.
That's kind of the whole problem.
Clicking on me. Clicking on that.
That's, they both fail. So
do you see both of them?
Oh no, sorry. I saw Sendu's and yours. I only saw your 13. What's the other one?
Okay.
Okay. The second one would pass. You feel that as you were about to hang up your bedroll, You almost touched the mirror, but you didn't.
Okay. So looking at the mirror, does it have a wooden frame where one could tuck
No,
the corners?
it is like ceiling
Wall
to
to
floor, wall to wall mirrors.
How would one hang?
I will
Halfred's
remind the party that last session you guys were doing investigation checks and perception checks and things of that nature, so you can still do that. Okay, sorry, keep going.
Halfred likes Sendu's idea,
Yeah.
and I think we should all just forego our turn so Sendu could just do
If
his.
you want to attempt to hang yours, your bedroll, let's say it's a 10 by 10, so you could get exactly one mirror, covered up if you wanted to.
If I wanted to hold the thing, like, the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, I do that. Hey, Sendu, what's the range on your blocky Mick?
My illusion can cover a 15-foot cube.
So,
So
1.5
feet
flock.
to every side.
So, can I get a line of where you would do it when it's your turn?
I think he was thinking about doing it at like one end of the hallway, right?
Well, if I'm looking at this mirror, I'm seeing the image bounce between these two mirrors.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
Therefore,
and this mirror to that mirror and this mirror to that mirror. Like, they are zigzagging. That's the problem, is every mirror is reflecting off of every other mirror, pretty much.
It's like a house of mirrors.
So that would in fact be worthless.
Well, no, because if you block out 3 of the mirrors, then... Oh, yeah, because they would still be getting reflections from all the other mirrors. Yeah.
Right.
It would lessen it by, like, 20% or whatever the case may be, but yes.
Well,
Okay.
The answer then is that I can make a silent image that creates, like, essentially a black ring around us that we cannot see through that would allow us to travel through the area. And then we could see, like... So, for instance, if I'm doing...
Couldn't we just put a blanket over top of us and just stare at the floor?
You could also You could also just walk around with your eyes closed. That is true, too.
If I do this with a segment of one side cut out, then we can still see out of it, and we're only seeing a bit.
Okay, Sendu, we combine both of our ideas, right?
You hang the tarp over the segment that you came in through. Yeah.
Okay, Sendu, you block part of the wall, and then we surround you with our blanket.
I'm fascinated to see where this is going.
I will remind the party that it's not about just like traversing the hallway, because you do see that it is a sealed off hallway. There is no door.
I wish someone had told me that.
Oh, you can see it on the map, guys. You can see a full, complete room that is sealed completely on all 6 sides, except for the door you came in.
We're all operating under the assumption that
you could not see that from where he was.
We're operating under the assumption that one of these mirrors is fake and we could walk through it or something.
Yes, that is the general idea. Yeah, I got you.
Right. So we need someone. Wait, don't we just need to close our eyes and touch the mirrors? If our eyes are closed, we don't take any psychic damage. So we just close our eyes and go around. We're overthinking this, aren't we? And by Kyle's smile, I think.
I mean, I think you're saying you can walk around with your eyes closed. You can walk around with your eyes closed. That is a solution.
That was this close.
It's not the solution. There are many solutions, but that is a solution that might work.
I was this close to suggesting that we all cut ourselves and paint the mirrors with our blood.
Alright, Halfred, you do still have the rest of your turn. What are you doing on your turn?
I close my eyes and touch the
cover the mirrors with blood.
Okay, I believe you touched this mirror last time. Do you want to move forward? Do you want to move across the hall? I mean, what are you doing?
Well, does a touch count as an action?
Well, what?
Or, can I hold my hands... Can I close my eyes, hold my hands to the mirror, and do my full 45...
Yeah, that's completely fine. So technically you could touch 4 mirrors, yes.
Okay, so I do that going south.
Okay.
So I close my eyes. I put my hands out. Do I feel any pain?
I have to check something about that.
Do I feel a psychic? I anticipate psychic damage.
You trip on a rock and you fall
No,
forward
because
and you open your eyes.
you've already made the pass this turn, so you are immune for the rest of this turn. Yes.
Okay.
So you're gonna simply
out,
move
touching the wall,
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. When you get to here, this mirror feels weird. You don't know why, but it feels weird.
You guys, I found it.
Oh? What did you find?
Okay, so I tell them everything I just did.
Yeah, he slid down and touched 3 mirrors in a row, and this mirror feels like, what's a good word for it? Gooey. This mirror feels gooey.
Gooey?
Gooey.
It's the goo in my hand.
No, it's like
a shimmer?
No. Better example, Terminator 2, the shape-shifting Terminator gooey.
Okay, so liquid mercury.
Mercury, yes, it feels mercury. Yes.
Okay. Now hold on. So I'm walking. I take my. Where was I to start with?
You were right below Broder.
Okay, so I took how many steps?
You've moved like 20 feet.
I moved 20 feet. Okay, I stepped through the mercury.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check.
No.
And that's with advantage, right?
Yeah.
Do you make dex checks with advantage or just dex saves?
Oh, sorry, yes. Acrobatics is what I meant to say.
Okay. Oh, even better.
Okay. Yes. You merge through this mirror, and Halvard, let me unveil the secret room you've discovered. That's the opposite of what I want. Roll 20.
It'll be a room I will never be able to go into.
All right. You find.
Let's just be a room with my organs, and it would be a room I'd never be able to go into. So it's always been safe for me.
A little meditation room. There are pads on
Hold
the
on,
floor.
my eyes are still closed. I didn't say I opened my eyes.
Sure, fine. So
Well,
then
your eyes
you
weren't closed this turn because you were safe this turn.
Yeah, you can actually have your eyes open this whole because you already did your save, so you're safe.
Did I know that though?
Yes.
Did I know that, or would I? I feel like I would still keep my eyes closed.
I guess just in
'cause I'm
case. That's
scared.
fine. That's fair. That's fair. Here's what you can feel. Then you smell incense burning. You feel as you walk in, the floor is made of pillows. So yeah, and you hear like a calming, tranquil, serene music, like meditation music playing in the background.
Okay.
So you don't see anything because your eyes are closed, but that's what you hear and feel
Okay.
and smell.
I say, hey, you guys.
You guys can't
And then
hear
I-
him.
Okay, and I obviously I
But
can't
you
hear
don't.
them.
But you don't know that yet because they haven't said anything. So you don't know
Well.
about the.
We haven't told you that we can't hear.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I imagine you couldn't hear us.
I stepped into something. My eyes are closed, so I don't know how big it is. I just know that the ground is soft, and I smell incense.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure that's my.
Kenny.
I'm pretty sure that's my turn, right? I can't really do much anymore.
You've used probably 30 feet of your movement at this point. So if you wanted to go back outside, I guess
Okay.
you could.
I step back through.
I'm gonna need another acrobatics check.
Are you fucking with
I
me?
am
What the
serious.
fuck?
Yes.
Okay.
You gotta like move with ease through the ooze,
Okay.
man. You
Well,
fail,
that's,
and you are stuck in this room for this turn. So that is all your movement.
Okay,
And
good
so,
to
because you still move the 10 feet and then hit the mirror and then bounce back, basically. So you are still stuck in this room.
Okay.
Good
They
try.
can't hear me, but I'm screaming.
Yeah, and the
They can't
party
hear me,
has
but I'm
no
screaming.
idea where you went, basically. I guess Broder would have seen him walk into the mirror, maybe. I don't know. But
Yeah.
Well, I think that Halvard is dead.
I can roll perception if you want me to.
yeah, please. I would say Sendu and Tiramisu can both. No, sorry, Sendu and Broder can roll perception with disadvantage.
Oh, shoot. Let me read
Well, that's a
roll
problem.
again.
Because the room is very distracting.
Okay, I got a 15.
13?
And a 13. Both of those turned, I think, good enough to notice that Halvard is no longer in this hallway with you.
Okay.
And the last time you saw him was somewhere here in the south, was the last time you saw him.
Broder, did you see where Halford went?
Who's Broder? I'm John Upsman.
He has a name tag that says John UPS Man, and so John Upsman.
So this is what we're doing.
He smuggled himself in here by saying he was a delivery man.
Hey, Sendu, welcome to the very first session before we knew he was Lamb, and we found out he was Lamb.
I just stare at Sendu and I'm like, this is what we've always been doing.
This is just the same game, different day, man.
Sendu's eyes are incapable of narrowing, but they still narrow.
If those are even Sendu's eyes, ... No,
you are Broder, though.
I am not. I'm John Upsman.
God damn it. Wes, I think you should just say yes.
I mean, you know what? It's Wes's territory to make the decision.
No, that is fair. That is 100% fair.
Hey, when I shapeshift to someone else. That's the fucking rules.
Yes, so, John Upsman, what are you doing?
Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna... I assume I need to make a dex save, right?
Yes, please.
17?
17 fails, unfortunately. As you go to look around for Halvred, you accidentally, your hip brushes against a mirror, and you take 22 psychic damage.
Your hips may not lie, but they do deal psychic damage.
John Upsman has some
I thought it was seeing that was the problem. Is it touching?
Well,
Or seeing?
I think part of the dex save is you touch the mirror.
Yeah, it's you touching it while it's touching it and seeing it at the same time is what you might be learning by now.
Okay, well...
And the thing is,
you just touch it, it's not a problem, or you just see it, it's not a problem, or it's touching again.
Yeah, you'd only know through experimentation, but you guys see it all the time without a problem. It's only the dex save that seems to be causing the problem. And people have also touched it after the dex save and not had a problem. So it's like, it's weird. It's a weird spell that's going on here. Kyle would say the book is actually kind of inconsistent on this matter.
So I was actually intending to touch mirrors, so I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to walk along touching the mirrors.
Yeah,
looking for,
yep.
Where
right here, the wall feels mercury.
Okay.
Mercurial, thank you.
Sailor Mercury.
I'm like, hey everyone, I found a thing. The mirror is weird here.
Halvard also yelled at, and then he disappeared.
And in true dumbass fashion, I'm going to walk through the mirror and disappear myself.
He does not have 2 goddamn brain cells to rub.
Give me an acrobatics check, please.
Oh, that's I got.
You basically hop, skip, and jump right through that thing, and you are now, and you have your eyes open, so I can actually describe it to you. You walk into a room with Halford having his eyes closed. And then also, it's a meditation room. There is incense burning, music playing, pillows on the ground. There is a bowl with fruit and nuts in it. Yeah.
Don't mind if I do. I'm going to take the nuts, you know. Gonna grab myself a bit of a snack. Like, hey, Halford, how's it going?
Whoa! Who is that?
It's John Upsman.
Yeah, I'm John. Hi, John. I'm John.
Who I know to actually be Broder.
Yes, you know John Upsman is Broder. Yes.
Broder, is that you? I reach around for him.
You give him a reach around?
Oh my. I mean, I'm like, no, I'm John Upsman. You're friendly.
Do I eventually find him?
Yes, you find him. You are standing right
Oh my
next
God!
to him.
Thank God you're here. I've been trapped in this square. How many years has it been?
Oh no!
2 seconds.
Why would you even ask me that?
Oh no! I'm gonna make that canon now. Time runs
runs differently in the meditation room because John said that. That's canon now. And so...
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm telling him 30 years regardless.
Oh my god.
We've been looking for you for so long.
Oh my god. Well, I'm relieved. We're trapped
Alfred,
in
it
here.
definitely feels like you've been in this room for like at least an hour.
Okay. I've been trapped in here for an hour, it feels like.
Oh no, it's been out in the non-meditation area. It's been years.
Give me a deception check, Froder.
I did. I rolled a 25.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Alfred,
well.
he is telling the truth.
Nightshade had another child.
Well, it's funny you brought that up. You see, I've been very lonely. I've been so lonely. And I lick my lips.
So had a child?
I lick my lips. And,
You trying to kiss Broder?
although I can't see you,
What is Donald's men's sexuality? Help.
That's a question you have to answer yourself, my friend.
I position my hand close to where I would imagine his genitals are.
No, we're not doing that. We're cutting that off.
Next person's turn immediately.
Do I roll for, what is that, an investigation?
You can roll investigation, but we're cutting off that scene.
No, I'm straight. I'm just a friendly delivery man.
All right,
I
so
checked
No,
your
I want to
package.
see where this is going.
so
I'm not here
back,
to deliver that kind of package.
back out in the main hallway, Kraz, it is your turn. Two of your new friends have disappeared in the mirror hallway.
All right, so Broder / John Upsman is also gone.
Nightshade loves this new development.
Fusazar pops his head and he's like, I mean, those two were just holding us down anyway. We should leave them in there.
What is wrong with you people?
The Nightshade had a tingling where she felt like something she didn't like was going on, but then she felt relief.
Traitor as fuck.
I mean, you did say she was having another child,
Yes.
but then you were getting molested, so she felt better about it.
Kraz, it is your turn.
Also, I didn't say you were having another child. I said you had another child.
Past tense, yes.
I am going to take my cloak and put it over my head,
Okay.
look straight down at the floor,
Yep.
and walk top one of the mirrors, feeling the side of the mirrors that walk by, looking straight at the floor.
Okay. Yeah, you are okay.
So that would be 30 feet, so... What, here, I guess, would be about where I get?
10, 20, 30. Yep.
I feel, so what do I feel? Mirror?
Just mirrors. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to dash?
Actually, yes, I will. I will take my action to...
You get down to this square.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Nightshade.
Who's the father, Lem? Who's the father?
I haven't developed the story that much.
Don't worry, you will.
Nightshade shies and throws a blanket over herself,
Yes.
and then steps into the room.
And because you're flying, you look like a ghost.
You're like, ooh. How big are these squares? Are
10
they
feet.
double?
They are 10 feet. Yep.
No,
So if you move 60, you can get down to where Kraz is.
If I move where?
If you move 60, like double your movement, 30, you can get down to Kraz.
But they're bigger, so I can only move 30 if I dash.
No. I'm still, no, but like 10 for one square, 20 for that square, 30 for that square, 40, 50, 60.
I can't see where I'm going.
Do you want me to just move you there?
No, I meant
Okay.
because I have a blanket on my head.
No, I know that. Yes,
I
yes.
physically, as Jessica, can see where I pop my character.
I'm just going to put you in the square. But yes.
As I bump into that. Oh, hello.
All right.
Hello again.
Zendu.
I'm gonna assume there's no option to close my eyes before the deck save happens.
No, the deck save would happen first. Yep.
Well, that's unfortunate. Well, here's to me rolling a 19.
I believe in you.
That was foolish of you.
That's a failure. That is 22 psychic damage.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Nightshade should have covered you with the blanket as well.
You may now close your eyes or cover your head with a blanket or whatever you may want to do to avoid it next turn.
Well, he can do that at the end.
Yeah, you have to complain. You're free to move about during this turn because you've already taken it. Yeah.
Well, I've seen both Halvard and not Broder disappear. I can't get very far.
Come share my blanket.
Differentiating our movements.
If you have 60, you can get exactly down to the place with the weird mirror.
I do not have 60.
Oh.
Why would I have 60 feet of movement?
30 and 30 for dash?
I assume that I will need some manner of action to pull something out and cover my head with it.
Free object interaction.
Come share my blanket, sir.
I've let them do it.
This is one fan? They're trying to kill me too, sorry.
The main issue is that I need the area under me to also be covered. Oh, no, the floor is not mirrored.
Not mirrored.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Floor is not mirrored. Excellent.
We could have scuffed it anyways.
Not sufficiently, given how Kyle has been saying these reflections occur.
Yeah.
Come on over, baby.
I'm going to... I don't have any kind of blanket or bedroll because I do not sleep.
Oh, okay.
But I do have traveler's clothes.
Yes.
You can
So
share mine.
He's going to take off the coat that he's wearing and put it over his head.
Okay, yeah, that works.
I could only
He's just seeing each of these. This is 10, 20, 30.
I literally would not be able to reach you, Nightshade. I don't know how you got as far as you did.
He said that each of these big squares was 10.
So if 10, 20, 30, 40,
so
50,
it's a little bit more
60.
than 10 actual feet to get between squares.
I would say, I don't know, I don't think the measurement is right. They are 10 feet, so 60 feet would
This
get you
was
right there.
Kyle counting.
No, I'm saying, if you are here...
That's not where I want to get, is the thing.
Oh, no, 100%. Where are you trying to go?
I'm moving to here, and then along this wall.
Okay.
So that is... What is that, 20 feet?
That would be 20. That would be 20 feet to get to there. Yes.
So that 30 and 40 and 50 and 60. Does any of that wall seem strange?
Not.
Ooh, you know what's also fun?
What?
Detect magic will pass through the shirt that I have over my head.
Yes, 100%. So when you get down to here, you see there is magic coming off of this pane that you guys make sense. There's a different type of magic.
different from the rest of the magic.
Yes. There is also a different magic on these two panes just south of you. So not at the one you're at, but the 1 and 2 south of you.
Can I make any kind of identification? Like, what schools of magic are they? Are they different from the illusion and evocation that's on the others?
I was like, don't make me look up stuff. Or
What would a portal magic be?
Portal is conjuration.
Then it's
Anything
conjuration.
Teleportation is conjuration.
Then it's conjuration.
Nightshade, Krasafir, be aware that the pain, and I point at the aura, not at them. That pain there, and these adjacent to me, are some manner of teleportative effect.
Nightshade says, I'm under a blanket.
So you are pointing to yourself because they can't see where you...
You know what? Both Nightshade and Krasafir are wearing or are magic. I can see where their auras are.
Yes.
Magic, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm paying. I'm wearing
they're
magical
paying for
stuff.
you. But
I'm sorry. Nightshade, Krasafir, triangulating from my voice to you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out.
You guys would know in character that he is east of you.
If you are facing me, the different pane of glass is to your right.
Mm-hmm.
If you are facing away from me, it is to your left.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
And then the same thing is true on Sendu's side.
If I am facing you, which I currently am, the different mirrors are to my left.
Right.
Okay.
No, left. That is Sendu's turn.
Gotcha.
Surely you understand by now. Don't call me Shirley.
I don't understand. Don't call me Shirley.
Alright. Halvrid, you have your eyes closed. It's
a
now
wild
at...
Marcy appears.
Oh, yes.
Tiramisu.
And it's actually it's Tiramisu's turn right after Halvrid. Halvrid, you are currently hugging. We're just leaving it at hugging. You are hugging Broder.
Sure.
Your eyes are still closed, and it has been, like, for in your mind, 2 or 3 hours at this point.
Okay.
Another 2 hours?
Halvard's smoking a cigarette.
John is, I guess, horrified at what has happened.
And that's just where Halvard's going to leave it.
Yes.
Because apparently Kyle is a prude.
Well, no, because Wes literally said that John Ofston and Broder are both straight, so they're non-consenting, so therefore we're not going to go that way.
I mean, I can shift into Sandia, I guess. I think she's straight.
But what I would say, Halvard, are you going to make any attempt to explore the room you're in or exit the room you're in?
Well, I would like to. First, I say to.
He's busy exploring something else. My body.
Oh my god!
I say to Broder. Broder, are your eyes open? Is it safe to? Is it safe to look?
Yeah.
Loaded question.
Okay, I open my eyes.
Yes, there are no mirrors in here. It is just a regular room with pillows and all the things I mentioned before. Yes.
Approximately how large does the room appear?
10 by 10.
Okay, I would like to search the room for hidden objects.
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh, boo! Epic fail.
Unfortunately, you don't find anything.
Sorry, your CD-ROM drive has frozen. This is 1998, and the hidden objects that you're looking for cannot be found.
Okay.
Well, there's nothing in here. Let's go.
Your hidden objects are in another castle.
I leave.
Give me that dex. Give me that acrobatics check.
Ugh. Ah!
That's another nat 1. You go to walk through it, and Broder, you see Halvard just like run into it and then bounce off like it's goo, like just like.
Okay.
That's Halvard's turn.
Forever? Is this gonna be forever?
Well, I guess technically you only moved 10 feet, so you could technically do that 4 times. You can.
Is that legal? Like, is that legal within the rules of?
No, I'm gonna say that the 10-foot run plus the 10-foot like bounce would be 20 feet, so you can do it one more time.
Okay.
You gotta get that.
Down, so that took 10 feet of his movement.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying the failed acrobatics check took 10 feet of his movement. Is what I'm saying. So.
Please don't fail me now.
One second.
This area cannot be OSHA compliant. Who designed a building like this?
Mafia.
Okay. So yeah, you indeed get through. You pop out on the other side.
Okay, so everybody just.
I'm taking 22 points. It's like.
Yes, you are now in the room with your eyes open. So I'm going to need you to give me another dex save.
Okay, but before that, Halvard was like running. So you guys just see Halvard appear.
Oh, we know we have a blanket on us.
Yeah, actually, they don't
so
see you.
You
You hear, yeah.
You hear crash. And I take how much psychic damage?
You need to give me a dex save first, and if you fail, then you take the psychic damage.
With advantage, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I select myself. I hold down Shift.
Mm-hmm.
Up.
That is failure, so you do take 22 psychic damage.
God damn!
22.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm back!
I think it's hilarious that you did not re-close your eyes before you ran through them.
Okay. I would like to make it clear that now I'm closing my eyes.
Yes, you close your eyes, yep.
And I'm like, is anybody there?
Oh, Halvard, you're not dead. That's good to hear.
Yes. Yes. Nightshade, are you here? Where's the baby?
What? Theo is... Wait.
What?
No,
How
not
long
Theo,
have you
the
gone?
new baby.
I don't have a baby.
You in that chamber?
We'll talk about it later. And that's my turn.
Okay, Marcus, are you here?
Hi, everybody.
Okay,
Hello.
so...
Hello, Marcus.
Hello. It is
How y'all
Tiramisu...
doing?
We're good. You?
Welcome back.
So it is Tiramisu's turn. You've seen that the mirror here is intangible kind of thing. It's like a mercurial kind of texture, so you can actually walk through it. So that's what we discovered down here. Sendu just discovered that these panes also have that same liquidy metal kind of a thing going on.
Out of character, were you invisible the last time we played?
Yes, I was.
That's what I thought.
That was right. Okay.
Okay, so Tiramisu, you can choose
You
between...
figured it out.
You can choose between... Basically, you can either investigate the room further, or you can go towards where Halvin and Brodo are, you can go towards where Sendu is. What are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna go towards where Sendu is.
Okay.
Follow my voice, Tiramisu.
Oh, we've also figured out that we can move around the room with our eyes closed, or with, like, a blanket over our head or something. Tiramisu... When you entered and you were invisible, you were okay because you went in and no one was in this room, but now the room is filled with 4 other people who are visible, and you see hundreds of Sendus, hundreds of Nightshades, hundreds of Krases, and hundreds of Halvrids, so I am going to need...
Excuse you, you'd see hundreds of flying blankets.
Yes, you would see 3 different flying blankets and a lion with his eyes closed. And so I will need a dex save from Tiramisu.
Oh boy, here we go.
You pass.
Great.
So, yeah, you head down. What's your movement?
I'm 35 feet.
So you had the dash, you could go 70, so you should have no problem.
Yeah, I'll take the dash action.
Yeah, with 50 to 55, you can get down to where... Down here-ish, yeah.
Okay.
And then, Sendu, do you want to tell Tiramisu what you found?
Hello, Tiramisu. These mirrors to my immediate left seem to be of a different flavor of magic, if you will, from the other mirrors. They contain some sort of teleportative effect that seems to have rattled Halvard a great deal.
Would I be able to use Detect Portal on it?
Do you have something called Detect Portal?
Or something like that. I forget what exactly the feature is.
Because I know we have...
Walkers be wacky.
Oh, yeah.
Does that tell you where they go, Tiramisu?
Let me check. Oh, no, it just tells me the distance and the direction to the closest planar portal.
Mm-hmm. Which you know these are, they're...
I haven't been looking up your sheets. I'm gonna look up your sheets. I'm gonna look up all up in your shit.
Oh, I've been so nosy with everybody's sheets.
You would also know Tiramisu from in character. Halvrid, you've literally seen, while you were gone, Halvrid walked in and out, Broder walked in, so you know that you could possibly touch or even maybe move through these panels.
I guess I'm somewhat curious to see where it would lead.
Yeah. Give me an acrobatics check as you try to, push through them.
Okay, acrobatics, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, so Tiramisu, just you push right through and I'll reveal what's on the other side.
Tiramisu was passed through the mirror.
Tiramisu, you see a hallway. And when you look back, you see the same mercurial metal is on this side as well. But there are no mirrors. This is a regular hallway on this side.
Okay. Would I be able to stick my head through?
No, it would take another acrobatics check to go back through.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if you have enough movement because you went 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So you've moved 70 feet to get over to where you are now. So I don't think you have enough movement to go back a square.
I guess that's my turn.
Okay. So, John Upsman, you are alone in the meditation room. What do you do?
Having recently been violated.
Yeah. I'm gonna look and see.
It's now been a good 3.5 hours for you.
Did I find anything of value?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. 24.
Yes. During that 4 hours that you're kind of sitting eating some nuts and stuff, you feel that there's some lumps. You feel there's lumps in some of the cushions.
Eating some nuts and stuff.
Oh my god! that was not on purpose. But you feel lumps inside of the cushions. You unzip the cushions and you find 2 superior healing potions.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
It's good because we desperately need them after this room.
You will, yeah.
Alright, well, if I feel like I have lounged around enough,
yeah,
I guess I'll rejoin the party.
Okay.
Assuming they're not all dead.
Give me that acrobatics check.
Okay.
Which I'm sure you'll pass.
21.
Yeah. You walk through that glass and you are right next to Halrid.
Oh, smart enough to close my eyes.
Yes, you close your eyes and you see 3 people with bags over their heads.
Well, I don't because my eyes are closed.
No, I'm kidding. One with you don't see anything because your eyes are closed. You're right. Good point. Yeah, you don't see anything.
Is everyone still here?
I reach out to John Upsman and I'm like, "Welcome back, buddy. I missed you."
Tiramisu has passed through a portal on the other side. I am uncertain what has become of her.
Yeah.
Krasafir and Nightshade are right next to you.
And you've only used 10 feet of movement, so you do have more movement.
Okay, well, what did you say again? Did you say Tiramisu went through another mirror?
Tiramisu has passed through a portal on the wall opposite you. And I do know it's you, brother, because I can see your magical aura. Don't lie to me.
I'm not Broder. My name is John Upsman.
Well, he can see through your illusion magic. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
He's so method.
I know he can see through my illusion magic, so he should refer to me as Lamb of all things.
Yeah.
I never learned that your name is Lamb.
Yeah.
You didn't. You didn't.
Most of the party knows. I'm surprised it hasn't been brought up in front of you.
I know Nightshade. I think Nightshade refuses to call me Broder. She calls me Lamb, doesn't she? Or does she? No, you call me Broder.
I call you like anything.
Yeah.
I call you disgusting.
Listen, asshole, figure it out.
Broder, do you head towards the mirror?
Well, yeah. I probably have to open my eyes to see that.
I mean, you were told it's straight across, so you could walk 20 feet straight with your eyes closed.
Just ram himself into an actual mirror.
Yeah, you could, but luckily enough, you are in the right spot. That by moving 20 feet, you again feel the mercurial presence.
A little bit in the wrong spot. Can he just smack himself into a mirror a little bit?
Okay, yes. For comic effect, you feel your left shoulder bump into a solid mirror, but your right shoulder and your chin bump into the mercury, so...
Let's see if I can roll acrobatics to get through.
Yeah.
Does a 20 make it?
Yes. I'm going to move Tiramisu down to the bottom of that square. and you into the top of that square.
So you hear a thunk, ow, I'll partially stumble through the mirror.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it through there. Me and Sendu, BFFs, not through the mirror ever.
On this side, us low dex people.
I guess I'll open my eyes.
Yes.
See what's in here.
You see a hallway in tiramisu.
No mirrors or anything?
Just the mirror behind you that you came through.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
Hello.
Too bad they can't reach through and help us low deck.
Oh, hey, I fucked up big time. John Upsman, you don't just find two potions, you also find a canopic jar.
Oh, okay.
And this canopic jar has a gear icon on it.
Oh. He's gonna sell you back your own organ, Sendu.
So, now, question, do you want to have a conversation about that organ in the mirror room, or are you still going straight across the hallway?
And I mention it as I'm going through the mirror, like, oh, by the way, I found your canopic jar, Sendu, as I go through the mirror.
Yes, that's excellent!
What?
I have your
I
organ
thought
back!
something very important to you. Gotta go.
Pretty much, fucker.
So yes, add to your inventory, Broder, Sendu canopic jar. Technically,
robot organs.
Yeah, technically you don't know it's Sendu, but it has a gear on it. When you open it up, they will be robot organs. So yes.
I'm gonna consume it for knowledge and Microsoft updates.
Watch out, it gives you 5G, but it also gives Bill Gates control over you, so...
So that would be 10, 20, 30, 40 feet of your movement. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
I guess I'll move out of the way.
Okay.
Wait for the rest of the party to join.
Okay. Krez.
Okay, I am going to... Staring at the floor.
Yeah.
Going to walk over to the mirror.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move my... across. And walk through.
Yep,
Try to
acrobatics
walk
check.
through. Okay.
I like how everyone's kind of just walking through the mirror without any consideration that, something bad might be on
That's
the
a good
other
point.
side.
Metagame-wise, you haven't seen Tiramisu or John Upsman come back yet, so they could be dead. Like, you guys are just walking through what might be a trap or a portal.
Shot, okay.
It could be a portal to hell or something, like, you don't know.
So did the 17 get me through
17 gets you
mirror
through, and you end up in a hallway, yes.
I mean, I went through one and I was fine. I guess that was pretty dumb, but...
Okay, I think that technically kind of puts me... I'll move it there, because then...
Okay. We then go to Nightshade. Nightshade, you've heard 3 of your friends walk through a portal and don't know where it goes. What do you do?
I mean, I'll try, but it's fucking not happening. Oh, a 1. Look at that.
It was a 2. But yes, it was a 1.
Oh, it's a 1.
I'm kidding.
It's a 1 for me.
Kidding. So, you used 20 feet to get over there, and then you failed the acrobatics. So that would be your full movement there. But if you want to dash, you could give it another, 2 tries.
Alright, I'll try again. Does a 12 work?
It doesn't.
Does a 15 work?
15 does.
I just keep banging against this glass.
You just keep walking into the wall.
Through, and I splat. And I'm like, fucking...
Alright.
And I pull this blanket off, and I'm like, I don't fucking care anymore.
Sendu.
And then I roll it up.
Did I detect any strange magic on the wall in this-ish area when I passed by it?
No.
Okay, cool. So that is, as far as I can tell, blank mirror. It's not other portals to other...
That is just regular mirrors.
Stupendous. Well, this is strange. Halvard, is it difficult to pass through these portals? Nightshade banged her head against it a few times.
It seems like it requires some sort of feat of acrobatic strength.
Acrobatic
That
dexterity.
feels contradictory.
Some finesse.
It definitely requires some skill in acrobatics to get through. In my opinion.
Yes.
It's unfortunate that it doesn't require a form of athletics to get through, as I'm very adept in athletics, but my acrobatics are not.
I would almost say that you are proficient in your skill of athletics.
Almost as if there's something that modifies my proficiency. To answer your question, do you need assistance with that?
No, I was wondering if you did.
Damn.
I struggled. I struggled.
You seem to be having a bit of a time with this whole thing, Albert. This does not seem like a good day for you. Sendu's offering to give you the help action, if you would like it, in getting through the portal.
I would. Thank you.
Lovely. I will provide the help action for Halvard.
Do we not want to discuss the possibility that what's on the other side of that mirror is certain death?
At this point, 2/3 of our group are already there. I
And
would rather be with them facing it than on this side without them.
I'll have to design a similar room in the future where the portal just drops into a volcano. And just like...
So Kyle, I once went through, what is it, Tomb of Annihilation? Is that the murder place?
Yes.
Yeah, I once went through there. There's a black portal you find.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sphere of annihilation. If you walk through it, you're just gone forever.
But they make it seem like a portal. Wow, yeah.
Yep. It's like a big mouth thing that's open, so it looks like a portal. But yeah, if you walk through it, it's just you're walking into a sphere of annihilation. You're dead. Make a new character.
I think since no one's taking damage anymore, and it is just 2 of you left, we will exit initiative. Yes, so Sendu's going to give the help action on his turn. So, Halvard, move on over and make your acrobatics with advantage.
And out of curiosity, you have the ability to detect people's auras. Would you not feel their aura still existing, not 10 feet in front of you?
It can't pass through physical...
told me that I could pass through, that my sight could pass through the portals.
It can't.
Interesting. Because they're just on the other side of a wall. Anyway,
you know...
You don't know that.
Good point. Hold on. I want to look that up.
I think Detect Magic says it can't work through solid stone.
It's blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Yes, this is definitely a foot of stone or so, or something like that. Yes, 18 gets you through. Halvard, you are through.
This time I just casually
stroll through while Sendu is holding your hand. Okay. Sendu, your turn. Give me that acrobatics.
Alright, I can make this, 6 times? That's 6 feet of movement?
What was your speed of movement?
30 feet, and then I can dash.
4 to 6 times. Yeah.
13?
13 does not make it.
So,
Nat 20, you get through, and you, swim through it. You are full on. It's the easiest thing you've ever done. You don't know why you had trouble with it in the first place.
Love it.
I don't understand why you would create a portal and then make it hard to pass through.
Oh my god.
Sendu, you pass through. Also, I have a package for you as I hold up the kinetic jar.
I'm going to accept this. I put my coat back on.
Yeah.
Curious.
That was an ordeal. I'm glad that, Wait, where did you find that package, Mr. Upson?
I found it in the meditation room we were in.
I searched that room thoroughly, and I am completely certain that there was nothing of value in there.
You did not search very well. I also found 2 potions.
Oh, how goody that you're going to share them with the group.
I'm not a greedy monster most of the time.
For the purposes of Sendu,
Nightshade looks at him suspiciously.
Sendu, the jar that's handed to you is a what has been described in the book and to the party as a canopic organ jar. and it has a gear inscribed onto it. Do you look inside?
It's opaque. Yes, it's not transparent.
Oh, it is fully like clay or whatever. Yes.
Do I detect any kind of magical aura on it?
No.
Interesting.
Oh, I guess in the way that it has to keep the organ inside good.
I mean, it could be chemical preservatives.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be magical. I know the magical preservatives are easier to get a hold of in this world.
Yeah.
But it could be chemical. Like, formaldehyde is a thing that exists.
Yes. Let's say it's magical preservative, though, just for the point of why not. What would...
A minor degree of necromantic magic maintaining a certain aura of freshness.
Yes. It's basically gentle repose on a jar.
That's what you would use for preserving, I imagine, any kind of organic matter.
Yeah.
Or the OG, mummification stuff.
Yeah.
Could you use gentle repose on, like, vegetables?
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Also, thinking about it with the weird limitations of what you can see through in detect magic, is detect magic radiation?
Yes.
It has the same, ways you can prevent radiation from piercing things.
Magic is just radiation.
That's fair, too. Yeah.
All adventures 100% get cancer at the end of their life.
Super cancer.
Oh dear.
Sendu, if you want to give me a medicine check to figure out what's in the jar, you certainly could.
But I can give it a shot.
If anybody else wants to try, you would have disadvantage. But yeah, Sendu, you make it flat.
That's a hot 12.
Anyone else?
Hold on. Wait, what are we looking at?
It would be medicine with disadvantage.
Oh, don't ask me to do that. I can, but don't ask me.
People can also give Sendu the help action.
I would love to contribute my help to him. I will be the equivalent of a child holding a flashlight as his dad swears.
Sendu, roll again because of Broder's help action.
Oh.
Nightshade got a 16. Worse.
Can I add my two together for one?
You could guide. Does Sendu have guidance? I don't think he does. I'm just kidding. I know that's. I know that's Friday. That's Azra. I know. So on Nightshade 16, Nightshade, explain why you would know what an organ looks like. Not even a human organ, a Warforged organ. I can't even imagine why you would know this.
It's like a seed.
Oh no, Nightshade, yours should have. Sorry, Nightshade, yours should have been with disadvantage. That wouldn't be a 16. So, I mean, it could be if the second one is higher, but. Yeah, so that's actually a 4. That's actually nature, but there's both +1, so it's fine. It's fine. They're both +1. So a 4 would be instead of 16. So Sendu's 12.
I admit that I wasn't present for the creation of myself, so I'm not fully cognizant of all what goes into me.
Any chance Foos has medicine?
Foos is not here right now.
Oh. He's just fucking shit talking me in the wall.
Galman was looking like he was getting. Galman started throwing up, and Foos escorted Galman out of the pyramid. So that's what happened there.
What a gentleman.
Has anybody else not rolled? Because I'll tell you, 12 won't do it.
I mean,
I haven't rolled.
Crucial information.
I can roll it.
It will be if you ever want it to go back inside of you.
Oh my.
And say, this used to be a part of my body. Can it once again be?
We literally got the same fucking roll on both sides.
Alright, maybe you'll have to ask somebody else for help. Tiramisu hasn't rolled, and neither has Halvard. So, Halvard could give the help action or vice versa?
They both stepped away.
Oh, have they? Okay. Then...
I know Tiramisu.
I saw Tiramisu say BRB. Yeah, John's here, though. Let's say Tiramisu gives you the help action. Halvard, can you roll medicine with flat?
Now hold on, because mine is +0. What is yours?
Tiramisu's not here right now, so that's why I was going to have you do it. But I will just look up Tiramisu's character sheet. Oh, look, since Tiramisu's not here anymore, Foos walks in. No, I'm just kidding. And so... let's see. Tiramisu's medicine... It doesn't want to load. Can anybody else look at Tiramisu's characters? There we go. Medicine. Oh, +3. Yeah, so Tiramisu will do it flat with Halvard's help.
Oh.
There you go. There we go. A dirty 20. So Tiramisu and Halvard look at this, and Tiramisu...
comfortable having everyone crowd around look at a removed body part.
Wait, does it appear to be genitals?
No. Based on Tiramisu would be like, hey guys, this is, it looks like it's like spinal cord. Like it's the, like it's...
Oh, that's very crucial.
Yes, it looks like it's like nerve endings and things like that. Like not the bone of the spine, but the inside of the spine.
Sendu.
Yes.
I have a question regarding your unique machine anatomy.
I can't guarantee that I can answer it, but I will certainly try.
Do you have a skin or skin-like appendage? Something that it has approximately the same function?
I have an outer shell.
Does your shell open,
yes.
revealing what's underneath?
It can be removed, yes.
Because I would like to see what is currently performing the functions of your spine when this is not inside you.
Those are copyrighted.
Are you not at all concerned that this thing is not currently in you? And what is currently in you?
Did you take a similar look at Crassifira's throat whenever his esophagus was found?
Well, this person cannot remove their outer layer of protecting covering.
To do so would require me to be nearly dead.
We looked and we didn't find any scarring around myself or around Nightshade.
My question regarding this is... Do you have the ability to feel around your own insides?
He can't run a self-diagnosis, no.
No?
No, I have no ability to remove my own outer casing, and to do so would require me to be placed into a state of torpor, and then would require a skilled technician who has knowledge of how a warforged of my making is constructed.
And then, Nightshade, how small are you?
How small am I?
Yeah.
Do you want Nightshade to fly inside of him?
Yes! That I like this line of questioning.
I am about 4 feet tall, so
you're not nearly as small as I
this
thought.
question is going.
Yeah.
I'm not that small, although technically I can squeeze within a couple inches, but I don't think he'd like that.
Oh my god, guys! Can we do a Magic School Bus / Honey I Shrunk the Kids adventure?
We're not doing an adventure in Descendi's body.
Well, no. Clearly we're doing an adventure into all of your bodies. Each of you get an episode, and so like it's a season. Like it's.
You get to meet my slime friend.
Does anybody have like an X-ray vision type ability where you could see through a body or parts of the body?
The closest I believe any of us has is an ability to detect magic.
Yeah.
And I sense no difference in these organs that were transplanted into us.
Also, speaking of slime friend, how have I been doing at convincing Curzon that about becoming like a thief and all that? Just like no. You see, playing pranks on your friends and stealing, it's the best life.
And it's like, I'll do whatever you say. You know, I'm part of you now. Like it's like
cool.
Until eventually you're part of me, and then I call the shots.
Not cool. Gonna have to work on that one some more.
All right, so the party finds themselves. Oh yeah, so I guess Sendu add canopic organ jar spine to your inventory. And yes, you do have someone else's spine inside your body right now. Okay.
Yeah, don't be part of it.
I like to think it's like a human spine or something. It's like a very organic part of you.
Oh man.
In fairness, my vascular system is in part powered by human or mortal organs. I don't know if it's human. I believe they're elven in nature, in order to reduce the degree of decay they suffer.
Huh.
Do you ever wonder who the elf was that donated, and I say donated in like air quotations, their vascular system that I'm sure they would have needed to sustain life?
It was probably a dying person.
To a certain extent, though I can't say it particularly consumes my thoughts. Are you curious who the beings were that now constitute my being?
Whatever.
I kind of am. I'll be honest.
Okay, so the party, the path continues north.
I go north.
It is a regular ass hallway.
I'm looking around, I'm looking around, I'm looking around.
Follow, 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 follow.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Come on, slowpokes.
I was adding an item to my inventory. Excuse me.
Was it a spine
Part of one.
in a clay jar?
It is the whole spinal cord. It is not part of one. It is the entire thing.
Oh, fuck
Also-
me, really?
Yeah.
Also, Kyle, I'm keeping my eye out for any traps.
Yeah.
To go well. And I have my mage hand going.
Yeah, so far everybody who's missing organs in the book says they don't take parts of organs, they take the entire thing and then they give you an entirely new one. So, yes, you are it's your entire spinal cord is in this jar.
Alright. Perhaps up to this point you might want to...
Yes, I will I'll describe the room.
Or you might want to
flying, by the
sneak
way.
or hide or invisible or send in Manavaka or something.
You know, that's probably a great idea.
It's John Upsman walked into the room, so John Upsman is here now. So,
Oh dear.
had you guys, Nightshade's pretty close too. Had you guys stopped where like Kraz and Tiramisu and how like then you guys could discuss doing stuff. But John Upsman and kinda Nightshade are kinda in it. So,
I mean, I just assumed because he was there.
no, I mean that's fine, you know. But this is where we are. So, let me find the thing. Okay.
Ron fears nothing. He is a very honorable delivery man.
John Upsman, you feel yourself going up, man. You are fully floating in this room.
Cool.
This room is zero gravity.
Cool! Is there anything in here that I see?
It is a completely empty room. You'd have to, like, look around.
Guess I'll try to swim.
There is, like, there looks like there's something weird over here on this wall. And there could be other things, but you would have to look around. It is a big room. But yeah, you can basically swim around. So, and there's no checks necessary. You can 100% just move in 3 dimension. Size-wise...
Like acrobatics so that I'm, like, gracefully going through the air.
Yes, you definitely can.
Doing, like, swan kicks and
It's
shit.
a sphere, so
like
how wide
synchronized
is
swimming.
it? 10,
Beautiful.
20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. It's 100 feet wide, so it's 100 feet in all dimensions. So it's a sphere.
Ooh, cool.
When you walked in, you weren't touching the ground. You went to put your foot where it is, and you were just in open air. So you're now in the middle of a 100-foot sphere. You guys see Broder floating.
Fun.
I let everyone know that, like, yeah, so there's no gravity here.
That's curious.
What?
Isn't it?
Also, what's gravity?
Yeah, I guess that's true. No. There are 100% gravity. You might not know. In this universe, there are gravitational wizards. So 100% gravity is a known thing. But yes.
Gravity is a fundamental force that pulls objects towards the center of a planet.
You lost me at fundamental.
It's the reason why you fall.
I understand completely.
Yes, there is no falling. Does anybody else move into... And then, Broder, feel free to move your token around as you are flying. Does anybody else move into the nice floaty room?
Okay.
I can always float.
Forgive me if I'm skeptical.
The difference would be you have to flap your wings normally, which does take a little stress. Like, there is some exercise involved. There would be no beating of wings in this room.
Stop trying to convince me to get into your sucking vortex.
Broder.
Yeah.
Do the schnozberries taste like schnozberries?
I'm not Broder. I'm John Upson.
Oh my
Sure.
God. Oh my God.
Same question.
I don't see any schnozberries.
DM, can I get a description of the wallpaper, please?
There is no wallpaper. It is like the inside of a geodesic dome, like Epcot kind of a thing. So it's like just panels of whatever the room. Like it's.
Are there blades on the ceiling?
There are no.
Yeah.
Yes,
More important.
it's fizzy lifting drinks. No, there are no blades on the ceilings.
Okay.
So
Are there giant magnets on the floor and the ceiling, creating a field with which forces are pushing against each other?
Do you know what the Epcot dome looks like on the outside?
Yeah.
Not all of us are rich enough to go to these places.
I've never been to Disney either. I'm just saying it from a point of reference. That's why I was asking. I'll send a picture if people don't.
Yes, I know what Planet Earth.
Yeah.
Epcot Planet Earth looks like.
Yeah. So it's literally
awesome.
Like
here, I'll just send a
with
link.
a giant golf.
It's a giant.
Yeah, it's a giant golf ball. That's an easy way to put it. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Interesting. Seems sus to me, sucker.
But yeah, feel free to do whatever you want. Look around, examine stuff, fly
Feel
around.
free for everyone to go in there first, and I would like to not.
What do I see of note in there?
Like I said, there's a weird panel over here, and there are several buttons over here.
What?
Yeah.
Buttons, you say? Well, let's, I guess, go to the panel first. Where did you say the panel was?
Northeast corner.
Northeast corner. Okay.
Okay. I follow Broder.
1, 2, 3.
We're not in initiative, so don't worry about your movement. You can just move it at will.
Okay. Well, then I will just float on over.
Okay.
Nightshade says, methinks liar Pants McGee should explore by himself.
I don't know. I'm John Upson for the last time.
You get over there and you find a how would you describe it? I guess yeah. You don't know what it is. It's a panel with like flips and switches.
It goes haywire. You start banging up and down into the ceiling and floor, side to side. It's like the fucking carnival ride that sucks you to the sides.
The Gravitron!
The Gravitron, hell yeah.
Do the switches or anything say anything? Is there anything like noting what this...
They are not labeled.
Okay. I do actually kind of agree with sentiments of... This seems like it might fuck with the room. People might want to get out of here before I press anything.
Jessica and I would like to know if they're playing Skate Factory music. Do I hear the Space Jam theme?
Rhythm is a dancer.
Wanna be my lover?
Is the door on the other side open?
Yeah, it's fully open.
Nightshade just speed runs to the other side and fucking leaves. Let me out.
I would recommend we not toy with a facility that has already shown a great deal of willingness to kill us.
Let me out.
But you also know, in character, you know the organs are spread throughout this place. So
I have something to propose.
I don't like this. Either let me out.
Wait, sorry.
Now,
Pause. The second, because there was a point when you were all in the room. So.
Come on!
I mean, Jess left before Tiramisu.
Okay, so yeah, that's fine. You're there.
I was literally trying to make sure that not all of us was there. I was like, I'm not getting in there when everyone's in there.
everybody but Nightshade.
Nightshade still hear me.
Yeah, Nightshade can still see and hear. She's just not in the dome.
Okay, so here's my thought.
Well, there are no thoughts because there's something
I don't
happening.
want it to finish its sentence.
Nope,
because
that's the problem. Is that the universe interrupts you? So that's the thing.
You cannot interrupt the DM and not have the bad thing happen.
So, you notice that the sphere glows and starts to project on each of its surfaces images.
Of course.
Of creatures and people and places. The images that begin to flow and ebb along the spherical wall of the chamber are creatures and places that you've never seen before. There is a lizard folk over here hunting a boar in the woods, in the jungle, I mean. Over here, there is a minotaur trying to, what do you call it? Not mate, oh my god. Just date, like... What's the word I'm looking for?
Court.
What? Court, yes, court was exactly what I was looking for. Trying to court an orc. Over here, you see an elf and a dwarf arm wrestling. So you just see various things around here. But then, as those images disappear, you all get a thing in your head. And it's just like a prompt where it says, and it doesn't say it out loud, it's all in your head independently. Nightshade, you hear nothing. But the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people all hear in their head, imagine a moment, whether personal or historical from the past. We can replay it for you. Any event that you name will be played.
Is this telepathic or is this from a speaker?
It's telepathic. And you all hear that same message in your head, but you don't know that that anybody else heard it, basically.
I share that I heard
still floating in the air?
Yeah, you're all still floating in the air, yep.
I say the fuck you not, and I'm getting the fuck, and I'm running, and I'm heading up.
Okay. Clearly, what we're supposed to do here is ask to see the moment in which our friggin' organs were stolen. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ask to replay the moment where my friggin' whatever was stolen.
Okay.
That's actually quite smart.
Yeah.
That is a good idea.
Why do you sound surprised?
So,
I'm not surprised. Why are you so surprised?
You're not going to replay your handy in the meditation closet?
You guys notice that the whole thing goes like a planetarium at this point and just shows one image on the ceiling. Not like it's 3D, like you're in a 3D style projection. And it shows a young cub Halvard sleeping. Halvard, why don't you describe the setup and then I'll describe the payoff because you obviously don't know that part. But like when Halvard was like say 10, 11, 12, like a young cub, what was his life like?
Okay, who remembers Thunder Bluff?
Nope.
Yeah, Thunder Bluff from World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does anybody remember the Torrent starting area, Mulgore?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're like, it's kind of like a Native American, there are like teepees and totems and kind of shamanistic stuff and very tribal. And I would imagine that I'm sleeping in some sort of teepee. Perhaps there is a mother figure watching over me.
Yes.
And there's me, but there's also another cub that looks just like me.
Okay. You are asleep. Your mother figure or mother has laid you down. You are asleep. She then falls asleep soon after. And then one of your village's shaman comes into the room and casts a sleep spell to ensure that you all stay asleep, and upcasts it, obviously. And then basically performs a ritual on you. They hold up. You can't quite see which organ it is from this thing because he's holding it in his hand, and then he performs the ritual, and poof, magic sparks happen, and the ritual has been made, and then he says, for the good of the tribe. And then he walks out.
Was I able to discern vaguely what part of my body?
Yeah. Let me take a peek. Let me look at which one was taken from you and see if you would recognize her, or if it's like more obtuse. Let me look. Halvard. It is a sack of some sort.
Uh-oh. He took your sack.
Halvard would want to know if he was the only one on that day, or in that scene, that had an organ removed.
Yes, you were the only one in that scene that had an organ removed, yes.
How peculiar.
Okay, and then it finishes playing, and it says to the 1, 2, 3 other people that are still here, in your heads, would you like to see something played?
Nightshade, this device seems to be offering to show us scenes from the past. It was capable of showing when Halvard had his organ removed.
Sorry, I missed something. Before that happens, Halvard, give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy!
You obviously don't know this is happening in character, so the dialogue Sendu is saying is still valid, but...
Oh boy, I'm gonna fail. I know as soon as I click this little red button, I'm gonna fail.
Well...
you do. I need to send you a secret message, Halvard. So while I'm sending that message, Sendu and Sendu, continue your conversation.
Well, I'm outside of the room, so...
You can still hear it.
Oh my.
It showed Halvard a scene from his childhood. Which, did we all see that scene?
Yes, you all saw the scene.
Perfect.
Even Nightshade and Kraz would see the scene from where they are. They just wouldn't get it as like a 3D thing. They would see it in 2D.
I admit that I am concerned about this.
And just out of curiosity, what did you guys see?
We saw a scene that appeared to be you as a child.
Right.
With what seemed to be some manner of elder, I assume.
Right.
Putting you and coming in while you and what seemed to be your family was asleep, and via magic pulling something out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, from our side, we saw it as if it was like a hand-painted, rustic, cave depiction. Yeah.
Right, and you saw it. It was me, right? Or what did you see?
It looked like you, but albeit younger.
I'm assuming it's you.
Okay, and it was just me, right? There wasn't.
I think he's saying that it was your mom and there were 2 cubs.
There were
No.
Okay.
No. One cub. I was the only cub there. Nobody saw anything other than that. They saw one cub.
Yes?
Is there a problem here, Halvard?
Nope.
Is there something that you would like to talk about?
Not at all. It's just weird how you all saw something completely wrong. That's all. It's weird.
What do you mean wrong?
Well, if you decide you want to talk, Halvard, we are here.
That's weird that you got clearly I was the only cub there.
Yeah?
Halvard, is there something that you might be repressing?
Kyle, what the hell is that?
That's what you get from that.
Kyle, does any form of magic go off to my sight?
Is your detect magic still active at this point?
Constantly.
Okay. Oh, you were right. I forgot. You can just recast it at will. Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
I assume powerful illusory.
Yes, there's that, but also specifically, you see a ping go off aimed at Halvard, and it's enchantment.
Halvard, what just happened to you?
I suddenly find myself having these strong feelings
of what?
Where I feel like I've made some sort of mistake, and I just can't. I'm consumed by this thought. I'm obsessing about something that happened in the past, and I feel like
you're not supposed to just say it.
I'm giving you flavor. You could have told me not to say it!
Well, it's a whisper!
Over to Halvard and put his hands on your shoulders. Halvard, you are under an enchantment. I don't know the specifics of it. But understand that what you are feeling might be artificial.
No, I have to go back and fix this. I have to.
Fix what?
This thing that happened in my past that I'm obsessing about.
Yeah, you can make it up. Alfred, John, you can make that part up. You can choose whatever has happened in your past and focus on that and obsess about that. Yes.
Would it be related to my real thing though?
It could be anything in your life.
Well, I feel like it would be related to my thing. Though.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. It can be, but it doesn't have to be.
Would be. I think it would be.
Then that's fine. Then do that. Yeah.
But at the same time, I wouldn't want to share what it is.
John,
like
here's the thing. Here's why it doesn't have to be, because I could walk in the room and be like, I want to see Christopher Columbus landing on America, and then I would see that, and then I would, but it wouldn't. So I wouldn't be obsessed with that. I would then be obsessed with something from my life. So, but yes. So it doesn't have to be linked to the vision, but in your case, it might be linked to the vision. Yeah.
Well, I feel like it would be, just simply because the proximity of the two events have happened concurrently.
Then absolutely it is. Yes.
That would be what I was thinking of when this overcame me. Okay. So all I really do is just sort of share that I'm overcome with like a regret about a mistake I made in the past.
Oh. Okay.
What were you saying about an enchantment?
The rune did something to you. I don't know what, but it has laid some sort of enchantment upon you.
Okay.
Your thoughts and feelings at this point may not be entirely your own.
I'm gonna pat Halvard on the back and be like, you know, we all make mistakes. Like, I remember one time I was supposed to be delivering this package to this nice little old lady, and I mixed the packages around. Like, my supervisor sure wasn't happy with me, but you know, you things right when you can.
Wes, you hear in your head, would you like to illustrate the point with a vision of that moment? What? Your brain, I can't hear you anymore, Wes.
Got real quiet there, buddy.
Nope. Can I hear better now?
Yes.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I have another vision I want to do, but I'm gonna wait on that one.
Okay.
The Nightshade screams in the hallway. We all knew this room was gonna be fucked. Leave the room.
Would anyone else like something played? You all hear in your head.
No, don't do it.
You don't hear it, Nightshade or Grass. Any moment at all, and it doesn't have to be about you, personal or historical.
Oh damn.
Let me see something.
Ooh.
Does Cell think I think it does?
Oh.
Enhanced ability does not give advantage on saving throws, so I'm not going to do the thing I was going to.
You also don't know that there's a saving throw.
I know there's an enchantment effect, though.
Yes, that's fair.
So I know that there's something to protect myself against.
Yes, that's fair.
I would advise against it. There is no information that could be gleaned from this room that we could not find elsewhere. We should leave.
So what kind of Sendu, what kind of enchantments does this thing put on?
Fundamentally, I do not know. It seems to have... Halvard, you mentioned some sort of regret that is now consuming you?
I'm obsessed with it.
Yes, an obsession. So, it is one that could very likely interfere with our further work here.
Does it make you horny, baby?
I reiterate, we should leave.
This isn't a big walking metal man.
I really want to do the dumb thing for self-congratulatory reasons.
Then you should do it.
Can I make some kind of check?
Yeah, make a wisdom save. Make a wisdom save to see if you do it or not.
Okay. Perfect.
You 100% do it.
I'm gonna wait until everyone leaves, but I'll definitely pretend like I'm going with the party.
So I guess at that point, let me ask Tiramisu. Is Marcus here?
I'm right here.
Okay. Would you want the thing says in your head, Tiramisu? Would you like something played? Any moment? Any period?
I'm not sure. I don't know if there's any point in thinking about the past.
Is Tiramisu answering telepathically or out loud?
Huh?
Is Tiramisu answering the voice out loud, or is she answering it telepathically?
I'm unsure. Does it?
It's talking to you telepathically, but you can answer either way. I think Halvard's was in his head. Or no, it was out loud because people started saying, yeah, the organ, that's a good idea. So I think Halvard answered out loud. But you can answer either in your mind or out loud.
So I say in my head. I don't think there's any point in thinking about the past.
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah.
With a 1 on my wisdom check, do I even wait for the party, or do I just...
I think you would do it right after the Nat 1, but that's just me. I'm the DM, not a player.
You know, the more I think about it, the more I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. I want to think about the time I got promoted to Lieutenant of the Guild.
That happened like 2 weeks ago! That was so recent!
It was an important event in my life, and if I can replay it, I'm going to replay it.
I actually have that room ready still, so we're going to cut over. We'll just have, this is what the party sees.
Yeah.
So the party sees the dome light up like this underground layer.
Which one of us did this?
You just see John Upson,
Broder.
You just see John Upson, like, beaming with pride.
Well, I guess that answers that.
You guys see this guy here, and you see a version of Broder that is... question, were you here? I think you were here as Lamb, because he knows you're Lamb.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys see a white... I guess changelings are always white. So you see a changeling. If you guys don't know what changeling is in character, then it would be a all white hair, white everything creature.
We've seen Lamb as himself in the story.
I forgot. You're right. Thank you. So you see Lamb. And he's talking to this fellow, and Lamb was like, yes, here is all of my stuff, here's all of the gold and the magic items, and here's a bunch of stuff that I got. And the guy goes, Lamb, you have brought me so much for the guild. Oh, you have done so well. He strokes his chin, he's like, yes, this is a promotion, good sir. You are now a lieutenant in our guild.
Do we recognize some of that stuff? Do we recognize some of that stuff?
That's hilarious.
Tiramisu doesn't know who that is, so she's just like, oh, well, that's
interesting.
That's a nice.
Yes, Kraz also has no idea what's going on. But then
I'm like,
those self-conscious giggles.
The scene dissolves.
You motherfucker. You're just gonna fucking in your nightcap and be like, Liam, you motherfucker.
So,
I knew it.
I will say, out of character, I believe he's only taken his share of it and given it to the guild. Yeah.
Out of character, but just like, that's that. I haven't cheated the party out of any gold.
Yeah. But in character, you are welcome to believe he has.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is completely fair. Well, can't even fault you for that one. But John's just like, what are you talking about?
John's like, that wasn't even me.
Like I don't even have to lie. I'm genuinely confused at why people are swearing at me for getting a sweet ass promotion.
See, this is why I don't trust him. You all just trust him so much. Look at it. Look at him. Promotion in the Thieves Guild.
Lamb, can I have an intelligence saving throw, please?
Oh, Thieves Guild, please.
Wait, question. Number 1, did we already know he was in the Thieves Guild? And number 2, if we didn't before, were we able to discern that from that conversation?
So no, from the conversation, he only ever said the guild. He never said Thieves Guild. And so, and there was also no saying that those were ill-begotten things. So you don't know that it's a Thieves Guild or that, so it's just the guild.
Well, those things were all things that he'd gotten from us.
From the party loot,
Which were his to use as he saw fit.
Exactly.
So Lamb, I'm going to send you something.
How you choose to play it, however you play it, it's up to you. Here is your secret.
Okay, hold on. Let me wait for the super secret special message.
Are you under?
I got an 18 on my intelligence.
Yeah, he got an 18.
That still fails.
Wow.
I mean, it took a 20 to pass those dex saves. So that doesn't surprise me very much.
Okay.
Okay, there's your thing.
Hey, Broder.
I heard a beep, but I don't have a message.
No, it's in Roll20.
How do you feel?
I feel like I could have done things better personally, but it's what it is. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I could have done things better.
Can I reasonably assume that I've seen another enchantment get laid upon?
100%. You see a ping head towards Lamb. Yeah, brother.
I bet I could probably have been the guild master now if I had just.
Alright, surely we know this is a bad idea. Rotor, is this going to be a problem? John, is this going to be a problem going forward?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. As long as I don't mess up again like I did. Like 2 weeks ago I was haggling with a merchant. I feel like I could have gotten more gold out of him.
Just start walking. Just start walking, John.
Can I just I think I'd probably just subconsciously shapeshift back to Lamb at this point.
Yeah.
With that kind of enchantment.
Sounds good.
Just like, huh? Like actually Lamb.
You guys see Lamb.
Has Halbert ever seen Lamb?
Yes, in the storybook where you first met him, he was Lamb the whole time because he could not activate his changing.
He was freaking out the whole time that he looked like that.
Kraz and Tiramisu have never seen Lamb.
Oh, no.
I've just seen Lamb like all the time.
Then again, I was also freaking out because I was pregnant and then I was unpregnant. I don't know.
When Lamb is in his true form, there's no scent of magic about him to indicate transformation.
Well, the shape-changing wasn't magical in the first place, to my knowledge.
You cannot tell me that the ability to change your entire body is non-magic.
I think, according to D&D, it is biological, like a chameleon. I think.
Yep. I mean, there's nothing indicating it's magic in the changeling features. If you want to look at it yourself, it's just.
Oh no, he's hot. That's how Nightshade feels. How dare he be hot?
Let me flash him for those who don't know. But I don't know. I think that's something that one could research and find out. But I always thought, like, when a Duragar goes bigger or smaller or goes invisible, I thought it was just like a chameleon changing colors, like it's a racial trait, and therefore. But I guess it could also be as them casting the enlarge reduce spell naturally through their race. So I mean, I don't know. I think raw. It might be one thing.
That would be up to you, Kyle.
Yeah.
Would a changeling shape changing appear as transmutative magic?
I don't think so, because there's sci-fi changelings, which is just part of their biological race, and it's not a magic thing. It's just their body can do that. So that's what I'm saying it is.
Yeah, at least I did Google it out of curiosity on detect magic. And at least the one answer they've got is it wouldn't detect magic wouldn't identify a polymorph changeling, just because it makes no mention of magical effects, whereas a dragon's change shape ability note that it's magically polymorphs them.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
That being said, though, I have seen with true seeing that Lamb's form is Lamb.
Yes, I did look that up once to see if you could actually see Lamb as Lamb, and yeah, you see the true form of all creatures, which is pretty clear cut.
So Sendu and Tiramisu get another message. Are you sure there's nothing you would like to see?
You can very well fuck off. And that is said you out loud.
Alright, so then I think it would stop prompting you at this point, but it starts to play random things from the past, just like gladiators fighting in a ring. It starts to play a husband and wife getting married. They are both elves. It sees dragons fighting each other, chromatic versus metallic. Yeah. It's basically just like the Fantasy History Channel in this dome right now. You do remember that there was something weird on this wall and something weird on this wall.
There was a panel on the northeast wall, but Lamb didn't get any information from that. What was the other wall that was weird? I'm sorry?
There were buttons. So this one has, like, switches, and this one has buttons.
Let me see the switches, or wherever.
Are there any labels or any kind of magical circuits that would denote some sort of use?
No on both of them.
Oh,
the buttons, there are... one second. There are 6 buttons. And then over here, there are just one switch.
What if I...
Oh, not a switch! I said switch. I meant dial. It's not a switch, it's a dial. Sorry, it's a dial.
Well, concerned with my past mistakes, I'm wondering if I should press any of these, because what if it's the wrong one?
So none of the buttons or switches are labeled. Do they look different in any way? Is there any kind of hint as to their function?
Yeah, actually, the dial has one side with a small circle, and then the other side has a large circle. That's what the dial has. The button doesn't. The buttons don't say anything, just there's 6 buttons.
Yeah, to be on this one. I want to press the buttons, but currently Enchanted Lamb does not.
So what? Currently Enchanted Lamb? That sounds like the thing perfectly currently Enchanted Lamb would do.
No, he's concerned about the past. Past mistakes.
Do you press any of the buttons? Do you turn the switch?
Not before I'm out of the fucking room.
You are out of the room.
No, by no means. If there's absolutely no hint as to their function, even Detect Magic gives me no clue. Then
Detect Magic, you're right. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. Okay.
I'm by the buttons.
Yeah, the buttons are shielding magic, abjuration.
Oh.
The dial would be did we say portals were conjuration?
Portals are conjuration.
Conjuration.
Can I make any kind of arcana or investigation check to get a better idea of what specific...
Yeah, give me an that's a great idea. Give me an investigation.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and resummon Manavaka to give me the help action on this. Fine, you bitch. Manavaka, I don't appreciate your time.
A 12 is good enough. It was only a DC. It was only a DC 10. As you're looking at these buttons, you brush past above them, and you accidentally activate like some kind of display. And now the buttons do have like some kind of indication. It just says above it, "Press in the right order!" Exclamation point.
You worthless motherfucker!
Tragic.
Lamb, brush the wall over the dial and see if there's any form of display over it.
Okay. As long as this doesn't cause any problems, I'm gonna very tentatively do this.
So it lights up,
The panel now is a bright lit up like screen, basically like an arcane crystal. But you see the small circle on the left side of the dial. You see the big circle on the right side of the dial, and you see what do you call it? That it's currently pointed at the small side of the dial. It's currently pointed at small, and it looks like it could be gradually put anywhere in the middle, and it would cause the light to light up as it went across. Like the meter could fill, kind of like as you turn the dial, the meter would fill, kind of, sort of, is what I'm trying to explain.
Halvard leaves the room.
Okay, that is completely fair.
So there are no other hints as to the function of this button.
The longer you stand there,
horseshit.
The longer you stand there, under the top said, press the buttons in the right order. Underneath it, the longer you stand there and you don't press buttons, underneath it, more letters pop up, and it says, "It's not a trap, I promise."
That makes it sound exactly like a trap. What are you doing?
I don't know if this is Kyle trying to convince Joseph to do something, or if this is the room trying to kill Sendu.
Why doesn't Sendu roll an insight check to
You know what? If you only roll into this display, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Can Monwaka help?
Yes.
17?
Yeah, on a 17, this is not a trap. You sense it's maybe more of a puzzle than a trap.
Interesting. How many buttons were there?
6.
6. I will press them from left to right.
Okay, I have to...
Sendu fucking explodes.
No,
Sendu gets sucked into the abyss.
Well, it was a good run, you guys. Curiosity inevitably killed the cat.
So I need to do one thing on my side. Let me fix this.
Out pops the deck of many things.
Right? No, nothing like that.
It's an entire orb of annihilation.
Cool.
Okay, so left to right, it would say, you would hear in your head only, Sendu, you will haunt the always past.
Oh, I need to type that out.
Halvard looks around for something to grab onto, because Halvard's convinced that the gravity is going to go bonkers in there. So, like, I brace on this wall.
So, if I'm numbering them 1 to 6 from left to right,
yeah,
I'm going to press button 4, button 6, button 2, button 5, button 3, button 1. The past will always haunt you.
You press those, the computer pops up, the whole dome shows fireworks, and you see, "Congratulations!" and print on the screen, and a slot opens up.
A slot?
A slot.
Like it's asking for something?
No, like a drawer that you can put your hand in and take something out, like a drawer.
Okay, cool. I open the drawer and look into it.
Inside is a canopic organ jar.
You're welcome to whoever's organ this is.
The organ jar has a coin on it.
Gotta be Broder.
Oh, I wonder who that belongs to.
Yeah, that guy's Lamb, Broder, John, Upton.
My assumption was Galvin. I guess that would be a dice there, wouldn't it?
Why don't... If anybody... Now that you found it, anybody's free to roll medicine on what's inside of it.
Well, let's take it out of the room first.
Yes, that's fair. Okay, Lamb, what were you doing with that dial?
I'm racked with existential crisis over whether I should fuck with the dial or not.
Let me go see if it's a trap.
And if I don't fuck with the dial, then what's the lost opportunity of not fucking with the dial?
Does
Is that medicine a disadvantage?
Does this dial seem as benign as the buttons seem?
They do not have letters on them. But... So you can't...
Well, this one isn't claiming to not be a trap, so it's probably a trap. I have an idea of what this does, though. Lamb, Tiramisu, why don't you two walk outside?
But
Are you sure?
If my assumption here is that this controls the gravity or lack thereof in the chamber. Nightshade and I have the ability to fly, therefore it makes sense for one of us to be the ones adjusting this dial.
oh right, I can't roll below a 10.
That's very consistent of you.
I guess I'll trust Sendu for now. But I'm gonna wait like right outside. Like I'm heavily inspecting what he's doing.
So he's gonna pop an elemental gift so that he's floating under his own power.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna turn the dial just a hair to the right.
You notice that to the right of you, a small, almost like a pinprick size hole has appeared in the dome.
Oh, from that it ejects poison gas.
Nope.
Do I feel any kind of increased pull on me from what might be a gravitational pull?
No gravitational change.
Cool. I turn the dial further to the right, slowly but continuously.
Yes. That hole has expanded. You could probably put your like a finger or a couple fingers through it.
Glance over and look at and detect magic through that hole.
Portal magic, conjuration.
Let's make it bigger.
Yep.
Let's make it bigger.
Okay. Do you go all the way?
I go halfway.
Okay. It's now like the size of your fist.
Fuck it, let's do it live. We've been in here for too long already. I made the hole as big as it gets.
Okay,
do it live.
It's now about. It's like the size of a dog. In fact, it's literally the size of a doggy door. And you hear meow meow coming from it, and out walks this little guy.
A new cat to add to my tower. Hello.
Must have cat.
The cat.
Oh.
In that it's a magical creature, yes, but I do not think it would ping your... Like, it just has a third eye.
No magical effects on.
No magical effects on the cat.
I would like to.
Must have cat.
Lamb, beware. We do not know what this creature is.
Must have cat.
Do you understand language?
Must have cat. Nightshade finally comes in the room.
Nightshade, I thought you were the careful one here.
All bow before the power of cat.
Nightshade hears in her head, would you like to see a vision? Would you like... We can play you a cat vision if you'd like.
Would you like cat videos?
We can show you a cat video from the past.
Oh no, it's YouTube.
You want to see the first cat?
Nightshade moves it around and says no. And then she goes to pet the cat.
It's YouTube with a good suggestion algorithm.
I think that Nightshade, as you go to pet the cat, you notice the cat does have a collar on.
Okay, I will look at the collar.
It says, cat is known to teleport. If found, please return to Alicia.
Is that someone that we met earlier?
Yes, Alicia is the secretary of this pyramid that let you in. She is, she's this woman.
Nightshade goes, you can teleport wherever you want to. And then she scritches it.
This is Alicia.
Halberd walks over and he says, hello in Leonin. Which sounds something like meow meow, yeah.
Yeah. I would say that like it's a dialect, so you might get like hi, strange big cat. Is what you get back.
It's
not a one-to-one.
Does Tiramisu understand what the cat is saying? She can speak with small animals.
By default, like there's no spell or anything like that.
That's one of her racial features.
Oh yes, then 100%. This cat would be like, hi, I got stuck outside, and I went through the portal and the door was closed. Thank you for opening the door. I don't know how to get back. This place is confusing. I like it here, and I like exploring, but I want to go home now.
Tiramisu's like, aw, we can take you home.
I immediately ask Tiramisu, "Who are you? Are you speaking? Are you speaking to this cat?"
You got bits and pieces of that, Halvard. You heard like home, want, explore, but like just bits and pieces of it.
I ask the cat, seen you jar human insides.
It looks at you with like disgust and fear, and it's like, and Tiramisu would hear it say, be like, I do not eat human organs. What are you talking about?
Seen you container. Seen you brown container.
He's like, he crawls over to Tiramisu and Nightshade, and he's like, she's like, please don't put me in a brown container. Like, you container.
Get the impression this is not productive.
Translate that.
Why do you translate
calmly pets it and is like, freedom forever, baby. It's fine.
I tell Halbert, stop scaring the poor little kitty.
Well, could you translate in animal speak?
Guys are sitting outside the room chilling with the fire in because.
All right.
Normally this fucked up.
I asked the cat. Okay, kitty. We can take you back to where you belong, but I have to ask you: have you seen anyone around here that has been putting jars with party parts in them around anywhere?
No, that's weird. No.
You've seen any container?
Why would you even ask that?
Yeah, I mean, it does say, because I'll just say it's translated. She's like, yeah, there's 8 containers on display in the main temple room. You guys already knew this. This wasn't new information.
Oh, buddy, this is remarkably efficient for them.
Really?
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel all the time. I send you!
That's monogamy like that. That's great.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm just talking. I'm talking about this dude. This dude's so cool. Look at this dude. Look at him. Monogamy's like sitting fully on Crassifier's shoulder.
Hey, we're just chilling. Waiting for you guys.
Did anyone check that little cat door and see if there was anything else in there other than a cat?
So if you did, you don't have to check. It's open. It's a portal. So there's nothing in there except for a portal.
Okay, so there are no more organs in this room, is what we're, as a consensus.
As far as you can tell, you could put your hand into the portal. Only your hand would fit, probably, but you could put your hand in the portal.
I put my hand into the portal.
Cool. Dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Hold on, I'm good at that. Hold on, is it an acrobatics or is it a dex?
It's literally a saving throw.
I mean,
it's a saving
to
throw.
be fair,
and you can't see it, so you don't get advantage. So it's just regular dex save.
Yeah. To be fair, he did go through the mirror portal without any sort of like checking it.
Oh, this isn't for the acrobatics for that. This is because there's something on the other side.
I was asking why he would put his hands in an area that has shown clear willingness to kill us.
Okay, on that high of a save, you are good. You just feel your hand being licked by a gigantic tongue. Like, you would probably guess, based on the size of the tongue on the other side, it's a 20, 30 foot long tongue. Like, humongous.
Oh, spicy.
Other cat with you? Other portal side?
The cat gets the gist and is like, many animals on the other side. Big ones, small ones, some bigger than your head.
I get it.
Do we help other animals? Or only help you?
I come and go. They live there.
Okay.
Nightshade can fit within an inch.
Yeah, I guess you can fly through the portal.
Nightshade.
You can fly through the
Nightshade
portal.
crawls towards cat door.
Yes. Nightshade goes towards cat door. Yeah, you go through the portal.
Nightshade, what are you doing?
Nightshade, give me a dex save as you come out of the portal.
You haven't even found your organ yet.
You're right.
Why do I have to do a dex save?
Because there's dangerous stuff on the other side of this portal. Not all animals are fluffy and nice.
This is holy shit!
Okay, you successfully pass. You are on the other side now, and you see, like, basically Clifford the Big Red Dog, but 10 times the size.
Really big red dog.
And he licks you up and down, and then to the left of that, there is a giant bowl with a giant fish living in it. Next to that, there is a humongous, I would say the size of a skyscraper, kangaroo. You see tiny things as well. There are little, like, probably the size of your thumb. There's a cheetah, the size of your thumb. There's a hyena, maybe the size of, like, your head. It's just a menagerie of different animals of different sizes.
Nightshade wants to live here.
Nightshade never comes back.
Nightshade pets every single animal.
Nightshade never comes back, just rolls a new character.
She lives in the menagerie.
What about your kid?
Theo's fine.
Yeah, Theo's being raised between the library and his dad. He'll be fine.
I'll convince you.
Nightshade checks out the menagerie for any of our jars.
There's
She
no
names
jars.
all the animals. She fluffs all the beds, and then she comes back out the cat door.
Yes.
It's been 4 years since you went in there.
Yes, it has been a long time. No, Nightshade, you were in there for a couple hours. Like, you were definitely, like, in there for a while. Yeah.
Whoa. If that's true, don't we get a short rest?
No. For her, it was a couple hours.
Oh,
for you guys, it was like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Amazing, love it.
I mean, probably after like the first couple minutes, I'm like, dude, we'd like go and check on her. How long were we in the mirrors?
You can't fit.
The fact that she was so incredibly adamant to be safe around this chamber and then stuck her entire body through an unknown portal makes me less than inclined to go after her.
But what if we don't help her and then that was a bad mistake?
Yeah, so it.
When do you care about me, Broder? You weirdo.
I mean, you're like the meat shield of the party.
Oh, that is true. That is true. That's
You
true.
hit things with book flail.
Upon that discussion, Nightshade exits the portal covered in saliva and fur and, just like animal
The biggest shit-eating grin that's ever been shit-eating grinned. And she goes, "Don't worry, there's no organs in there, but lots of adorable animals." And then she just pulls out the tiniest little gazelle, and she's like, "Look at it."
You probably shouldn't be holding on to that.
100%, Jess, if you want to add tiny gazelle to your inventory, you may.
I feel like there's
it's like the size of your pinky is like how big this gazelle is.
I feel like somewhere there's a tiny gazelle mother that's like having a panic attack because her tiny gazelle child just disappeared.
Eaten all the time. I can't imagine this is new to them.
Giselle, the tiny gazelle.
Yes.
Yep, that's the
Perfect.
name now. Oh, and Tiramisu, you can speak to small animals, so you speak to this one really well, like because it's so small. Yeah.
I love that it's the size of the animal that makes a difference. Like,
Exactly.
The smaller the animal, the more fluently Tiramisu speaks its language.
Exactly that. Yep. Alrighty.
I just put it on my shoulder and it romps around, and I'm like, "This is the best thing that's ever happened to me." Besides the birth of my son and my daughter, of course.
Of course.
I asked the tiny gazelle, like, are you comfortable up there?
Yeah! I love this!
Alright, and I say to the cat, alright, come with us. We'll bring you home.
Daughter.
Okay.
Daughter?
Yes, it is known out of game, in game too, that Nightshade does have 2 kids, that Theo is her second kid.
Okay.
Alright.
So technically, when you were saying second child before,
You meant
you
third.
really meant my third.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, I just said you had another kid, I think.
Yeah.
Or did I say a second? I don't remember.
You never said second.
You said
Halberd cautiously peeks down this hallway.
I gave the party the ability to control Prism. Yes, her name is Prism.
Yes.
Aww.
Prism.
Giselle and Prism.
Now I know how to get you guys into traps, apparently. Put some fucking animals in there and there will be no...
You know how to get nightshade.
I cautiously peek down this hallway.
All it took was a giant tongue and a tiny, tiny hole. I'm like, hell yeah.
It is just a hallway.
Are we sure it's just a hallway?
Yes, you're positive.
How would I even look for traps?
It would be investigation to look for traps.
I'm maintaining detect magic.
All
the traps in your so far seem to be magical in nature. So.
Okay.
I like to imagine there's like super obvious like pit trap, like there's leaf covering, but like some of it's revealing like the stick thatching covering the giant hole beneath, and there's just like a puppy in the center. Just a puppy there. It's like, yep.
So yes, you arrive at
a puppy.
Lamb, are you gonna move your ass?
I guess. I don't know. What if moving is the wrong choice?
What do we see before us?
It's a door.
How long does this last, by the way?
It's a door-ass door.
There's a door.
You don't know.
Okay.
Out of character until something happens.
Okay.
But forever, basically. Okay. Yeah, you see a door-ass door.
Also, I was given my canopic jar, yes?
No, you don't know that. You guys don't know whose that is. Nobody's looked inside of it. It's just.
It's got a coin on it.
It has a coin on it, but you should look in it.
Brother, this might well be yours.
All right, who's got good medicine? Well, Tiramisu, you've got +3 medicine. Why don't you take a gander at this jar?
I would like to help action.
Yeah, so Tiramisu, you may roll medicine with advantage.
If Tiramisu wishes to do so.
Yes, you don't have to. Yes, exactly.
Okay, no, I will roll with advantage.
You look inside this jar. From what you know about changelings, their outside and inside is both white. I'm making this canon. I don't know if it is, but it is now. They have white skin as well as white organs. And this is way more pink and fleshy, and so it is not a changeling organ.
Oh, gambling, maybe then.
I thought it was Galvin's at first. I said that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, coin could have been me, by alright. So
Yeah.
we ruled out that it's me.
Yeah. What did you get on your roll? 21? 21,
I forgot about Galman and the fact that he existed. Also, I found a picture of Giselle. Please put it in.
Perfect.
Get it.
You would.
He's on a finger.
You don't know for sure because you're not a doctor, Tiramisu. But this could be a dwarf organ.
Is it an extremely powerful liver?
Actually, that's hilarious. It's literally a liver. Yeah, it's literally a liver. Yeah.
But like the most muscly liver.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, that's a very good point. Yes, it is like it's got the biggest ducts. It's got the strongest valves. It's like it's got the filter looks like it's like made of charcoal. Like 100%.
Oh God. This thing has seen more poison than most assassins.
So as far as you guys know, you might have Galman's liver. Since
he's getting drunk a lot easier lately.
Since JJ is not here, if someone else would like to add Galman's liver to their inventory.
TSU, do you want to? Since you actually identified it.
I'll just
Sure, yeah.
I was gonna add it just to the loot.
Oh yeah, back to the party loot. That's a good point.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the party loot. Galvan's liver.
I was also going to suggest maybe Wes, because out of game, Wes lives with JJ, so, but yes. Okay, yeah, you guys have arrived at just a door.
I checked the door to see if it's unlocked.
I'm at the back of the group. Does anybody want to just walk in there?
Kraz checked to see if it's unlocked. It is unlocked.
I'll open the door.
Okay. I shall reveal what's on the other side.
Let's try.
The ceiling of this room is supported by 4 crystal columns with eye-shaped capstones.
You have to just walk into there, even though there's someone right in there.
I open the door and walk in.
It doesn't. Well, that would put you. Let's put you at the entrance to the doorway because I do want to read what's going on first. So we'll put you there.
Okay.
The ceiling of this room is supported by 4 crystal columns with eye-shaped capstones. A dozen thick cushions are scattered around the room, in the center of which a dragonborn lies in a pool of dried blood on the floor. A dagger and an oblong rock, broken into 2 pieces, lie near the body's outstretched arms.
What?
Wow.
Ooh.
wow.
She's hot. I hit it.
Did
She's
you-
also dead.
She is
Yeah,
dead.
did you say it was a corpse?
She is
What
either
did you
dead
have-
or dying, but she is 100% like bleeding out, or
Does
already
anybody speak
bled
dragon?
She's laying in a pool of dried blood, so we should act quickly.
I go over and check to see if she's alive.
What's
Okay,
happening? Oh no.
I run in, I see her bleeding. I'm like, oh no, we gotta get you. We have to get you safe right now. And I cast Cure Wounds. And I guess I upcast it to 3rd level.
I wouldn't recommend upcasting it.
Okay, I'll
No,
just.
Metagame, you would know that if you cast it at all, you would restore someone who is dying.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just cast Cure Wounds.
Unfortunately, it does not work. She is dead.
Yeah.
No.
And what was near her?
A dagger and a rock broken into 2 pieces.
Okay.
Was this a puzzle on how she died? The rock melted and she was standing on it and killed herself.
The puzzle is that we take the knife, we carve open her stomach, and we're gonna find a jar with someone's organs in it. That's the puzzle.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Question.
That better not be my organ.
Do we have the materials for revivify?
Does anybody have Revivify?
I have
The
revivify.
jar, right?
Then you would have definitely had the materials because the party has enough money and such and such and such.
The
That,
materials are 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds, so it's
Yeah.
not guaranteed that we have them.
and also, when did she die? Because doesn't Revivify kind of have a time
It's a
limit?
minute. Yeah.
Within 1 minute, so we should do a
Yeah.
medicine check to see.
Yeah.
how
If the
routine
party
it
wants to do a
is.
medicine check, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
It's
throw
already
my.
died. It's probably been more than a minute.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't see the 21. Sorry. On that
The
21.
21 is from identifying the canopic jar with Galman's.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, if anybody wants to do a medicine check, feel free.
I would love to give Tiramisu the help action. Actually, no.
No.
I'm gonna have Malavaka give Tiramisu the help action. And I'll make
Okay.
it separately.
Good thing I rolled an 18.
Yeah, on Kraz's.
Beats by 1.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Kraz and Sendu would both know that she's been dead for longer than a minute.
She's beyond the helping of Revivify Tiramisu.
Yes.
No.
I mean, if you guys had like Raise Dead or a different spell, that could be a different matter. But yes, for Revivify, it's yes. Also on that medicine check, let's see here. You turn the body over for the medicine check, and there is because that's where the wound is. The wound is on the other side. So you turn the body over, and there's a horrible abdominal wound. And on that, it looks like the knife is close to her hand. So on that medicine, it might be a self-inflicted wound.
Oh.
She committed suicide?
That would be the idea, yes.
I knew it. Okay.
It's an abdominal wound, he said.
Yes.
So, like, she carved it open. Does it look like she...
Erode something.
Does it look like she was trying to get a foreign object out of her body?
That would be,
large?
unfortunately, a separate medicine check to look for missing organs.
I'll give you the help action since we're both here.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
21, baby!
On a 21.
Yeah.
Info!
Yes. Based on your study of more organic beings, it looks like she's missing her pancreas.
Oh, that's fun.
A self-inflicted wound from which
I'd like to check out these rocks.
It was one rock split into two, but yes, you can check out the one
I'd
rock
like
now
to check
too.
that out.
Okay,
I'll
yeah,
check
give
it
me investigation.
I guess I'll go with John because I feel
Ah!
it will ruin.
It's just a rock, you guys.
It's just a
Nothing
rock.
to see here.
Oh my god.
Lamb, Broder, John, you recognize that the striations on this rock and the shape and the form, this is not a rock. It's a rock now, but at one point it was organic, and based on what Sendu just said, you'd imagine it was a pancreas until it was divided into two.
Oh. Okay.
I argue with Broder, and I'm like, no, clearly it's a rock. I'm completely certain it's just a rock. You are wrong, sir. My skills at investigation tell me that it's just a rock.
I'm so sorry to dispel your notion.
Oh no.
It's not. That's probably a pancreas.
I'm fretting that I made a mistake in thinking it was a pancreas now. You've successfully gaslit me. I hope you're happy.
So yes, so basically as a catch-up, you know that this woman stabbed herself, pulled out her pancreas, and then split the pancreas in half, and then died.
So no, there's no way to raise her from the dead because missing a whole organ, it would need very powerful magic to restore that.
What else do we see around this room? Shall we check the room and see?
Counterpoint.
The pillars with eyes on them, like eyes.
Yes,
on them,
the 4 dots on the map are the crystal pillars with eyes on them. There is. You could also examine her body, like she does. She's wearing clothes. She has pockets. And then the other thing would be, can I have the party? This is gonna be a party check. So it's gonna be based on the average of you guys putting the pieces together and stuff. History.
Okay, so
Everybody can roll.
Counterpoint to Sendu saying we can't raise dead. Make hole on the pancreas rock. Put it back in the body where it's supposed to be, and then raise it.
I mean,
anyway.
I don't know what make whole is, but maybe.
Oh, like put the two next to each other.
Is make hole not a 5th edition spell?
I don't think make whole is in 5e. You mean mending? There's mending.
Can Mama give me the help action on this?
Yes.
19, baby! I'm really glad I got that help action.
What are we rolling? History? I'll roll history.
Yeah.
Can you tell us the DC on this?
No.
No.
We got a 10.
Okay, so...
Nightshade?
Nightshade, do you want to roll history?
Nightshade, roll.
Hey, don't yell at me.
You don't have to, but if you want to, you can.
Wake up! We're not done yet.
Tired. I got shit. I'm horrible. What do you want from me?
Sendu, was that what
Hey, I had a miserable morning, too.
Okay, so both Tiramisu and Sendu, you would remember from your dealings at the library, and the fact that you know that a librarian is missing, you would remember that Maya Stan Sadar, the missing librarian, whose name is also in the book, was a dragonborn.
No.
Oh.
Oh no.
And she figured it out too.
So,
I believe that we have found our missing librarian.
Oh boy.
Unfortunate.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Okay.
Sadness.
What a waste. She was hot.
Okay, what do we think of these pillars? I approach.
We are in a temple of the all-seeing orb, are we not?
Yes.
I approach this pillar.
This, therefore, would be a... Have we seen this symbol anywhere else in the temple?
Oh yeah, the eye is all over the temple and even on the outside, and the people who practition, when you're a low-level monk or priest or whatever, you just paint an eye on your forehead, but once you reach a high enough level, you full on get a third arcane eye. So yes.
Oh,
right.
okay.
So this is a symbol of the area we're in.
Yes.
And detect magic does not detect anything strange in this area, does it? There are no magical effects going on here?
No magic.
I poke the eye anyway.
It blinks, and then it just
No,
continues.
it doesn't.
No.
Just straight up denial. It does not do that, actually.
It blinks, and then it continues staring.
Okay, that's frightening. Alright, well, someone should search the body's pockets and what have you.
I will. I'll do it.
Okay, give me investigation.
I can inform you first that she has no magical items on her person, so this seems a little bit petty.
That is Lamb's expertise area.
Pettiness?
Yes. Petty thievery. I do know as far as mistakes go in the past, stealing from people is not one of them.
Christ.
It's one thing I'm confident on.
So he's like, this is petty, and Lamb is like, joke's on you, I'm into that shit.
You find two things. You find what appears to be like a journal or diary, and the other thing you find is pages of like sheafs of paper that are really they're loose paper. They have torn edges. They have scribblings on them. And while the journal would take another investigation to look through, the papers are easy to read. These are pages copied from, it looks like a tome regarding mummy lords. And they note the fact that a mummy lord's heart must be destroyed to keep the mummy lord from reforming. Otherwise, if you kill a mummy lord, it just comes back over and over and over again.
So say, how do you have to kill them again?
By destroying their
Destroy
heart.
the heart.
Okay.
And their heart.
Okay. Yeah, I did roll perception, by the way, to make sure none of it's trapped. I probably had a mistake of reading a book once and getting, like, fucked
You've
over.
been to the magical library for a hot minute, that tracks.
Yeah.
And then, yeah,
This
if,
feels like excessively ominous environmental storytelling.
well, the book that sent you guys here in the first place, the crystal book, had rituals regarding mummies, so that it does make sense.
Oh, I was not informed of that.
Oh, I thought that's the first thing I said, was that the book had several things about making people live longer, how to entomb the dead.
You did. Yeah.
Maybe I didn't say the word mummy.
You
Maybe
didn't
I
say
didn't.
the word mummy.
I might not have
You
said the
did
word
say
mummy.
Live long.
Yes, it does indeed say the word mummy in the book. Yes.
I remember mummies being mentioned, or at the very least I assumed as much because, like...
I definitely said
canonic
mummies
jars
last
and
week. I don't know that I
yeah.
said mummies this week. I do apologize.
I don't think you said it this week, but yeah, mummies were definitely involved.
Broder, what do you got there? I turn around and I approach Broder.
I'm like, after like excessively like focusing on like 1 second, I have to make sure everything's fine. Like,
I can't get this
very
wrong.
carefully checking the pages to make sure I don't see any like hidden glyphs or anything. And then I finally like peruse the journal and everything. I'm like, okay, so I think it's just like, actually, did you say anything about the journal yet?
I said that there was a journal there. You don't know what's in it though.
Okay, I'm definitely reading about the journal.
Do you tell the party about the mummy thing first?
Since I finished reading it, yeah, I'll hand those to the party and be like, yeah, it's stuff about killing mummies. You want to attack their heart.
Alfred takes the ratted piece of paper and he licks it like a cat. It's definitely paper.
I mean, that's a good point, Nightshade. Prism starts eating the dragonborn. I'm just kidding. That's horrible.
Kitty, what are you doing?
Kitty, no.
Okay. And then, yeah,
there is a journal. If you want to do an investigation on that, or if you want to share it with the party and the party can investigate on it, it depends.
Yes, I will roll investigation.
Okay.
And I will share once I'm done reading it. But, gotta make sure I have all that.
Plus 14. What the fuck?
Expertise, my man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 24. Sorry, I thought the 24 was the same 24, but you got 24 twice. Okay.
I got 24 on my last investigation.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Okay, cool. Let me find the beginning here. It talks about how she writes in the journal about how she came here to confront Valen, the master or mistress of this temple, and at some point, she doesn't know the how, the why, the where, or the when. She actually writes down about not knowing certain things. She does know that her name is in the book, and she found specifically which organ was not hers. She found that out. And so, also, she had read the Canopic Being, and she knew that the rituals, if your organs are missing, or if they've been switched out, you can be turned into a golem, or you can be used as a servant, you can be mind-controlled, things of that nature. And so, as opposed to be used as a pawn, she chose to end her life by carving out the pancreas and then destroying the pancreas. So...
I'm sorry, what was that about becoming a golem?
Yeah, so we found out... The book tells you that if your organ is taken out and then switched with someone else's, and then the rituals are performed, you can be turned into a servant or a golem, and that's why we know. That's how we suspect that this one over here, by that pool that we found earlier, we suspect that was an organ donor / recipient because they are a golem.
So we could get turned into golems.
You 100% could be mind-controlled or turned into golems, yes.
We do not know what the process is to do such a thing, though, do we?
Yes. The book talks about it somewhat, but it's
Does the book mention going into a temple? Because I feel like that's just asking for trouble.
No, but it's very high-level magic, so...
Not just anyone could do that, but then again, not just anyone could remove organs from people either. So.
Yeah. The idea would be that you would need the mummy lord and the donor or recipient to swap organs. So, or for someone who's already mind-controlled to give their organ. So, you guys would have either the mistress's or master's organs, and then also have... You would also you'd have the mummy lords or ladies' organs, and then, or you could have one of their servants' organs. Either one would work.
I don't like any of those.
No, it's quite bad.
This makes me quite anxious. I'm ready to leave this room.
So a rather crucial part of this is that we're going to need, assuming that our organs have been replaced in order to make us potential victims for this creature, a presumed mummy lord, then we're going to need to find some way to put our own organs back in, which is not something any of us are very good at.
You would also see here, there's a door to the south. I will reveal other things. There is a hallway, an open hallway to the north, and there is also a door to the west.
Okay. I'm also going to imagine that replacing the organs is not... It's not just simple surgery.
It's some kind of arcane surgery.
Yeah. Like, we have someone else's organs in us, like, keeping us functioning as that organ.
We gotta find Alfred's priest. He did it magically. We just gotta hold the knife under his throat.
Oh yeah, did I recognize that guy?
Yeah, he was the shaman of your tribe. He was the main shaman.
Let's just go back to your hometown.
Slip the knife into his
I would be interested to know if the shaman of my tribe also came to all your houses when you guys were babies, or if perhaps someone. Yeah, okay.
No one
Anyway.
else asked the same question as
room, and
you.
you ask that thing to show them the moment of our organ switching.
No, it has to be you.
No, it doesn't.
It said any event possible.
Yeah,
Oh,
it did.
okay.
I
proceed
don't
down
want
this
it's
hallway.
mumbo jumbo in my head, but you've already done it, so it's
Just be-
fine for you.
What was I gonna say? Are we going north, west, or south? Because in character, you don't know that this connects. You don't know that this connects to where you've already been.
I proceed north.
I mean, I actually always vote for left, but the people have been kind of doing their own thing at this point. Also,
Following people, so
Okay.
Also, I feel like making a decision would be a potential mistake. So
Yeah, for you, yes.
I don't want to,
We'll follow the giant lion.
You find a long hallway ending in a door.
Oh, where's Sendu? Where's our metal detector? Come here, Sendu. Make yourself useful.
Got a 15 to
Halvard,
check for traps.
if you continue to speak to me in such a way, I will simply turn around and go elsewhere. You will speak to me with respect, please.
Can we just put a light on him so that when he detects magic, it just goes beep, beep, beep?
So I'm just going to go to the left.
Bye! Oh, don't take Monozaka with you!
I will absolutely take Monozaka with me.
I'm racked with indecision over who to go with.
I cautiously peer.
You know what? I'm going this way because I like Monozaka.
I also like
Oh yeah, I'm the best.
Alfred, I'm sorry, but it has
That's fine.
too much lore.
I cautiously peer around the corner.
So, you see a door, Halfred, and then Sendu, you also see a door.
What is the door made of? Is it wood? And I ask because I'm wondering words. I'm wondering if I can detect magic through it.
It is made of like a stone you wouldn't recognize. It's the same thing all the doors are made out of. It's a
but
white.
It is one that blocks detect magic.
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to open the door.
Okay. The door is locked.
Interesting. Lim, this one is actually locked. Would you mind giving it a try and seeing if you can pick it?
I guess.
Don't worry, I believe in you.
Okay, is it investigation or perception traps? I think I can do either, can't I?
For traps is investigation, unless you have an ability that lets you do perception.
Okay, well then, yeah, 26 for trap checking.
There are no traps.
Okay, and then I will use my thieves tools. If I can get to them. Right, beyond 20, dexterity, because I'm pretty sure that's what this would be, and I'm proficient.
Yep, proficiency.
Proficiency, expertise, yeah. You got a nat 1, and then still ended up with a 20.
Well, I mean, that's a fuck-up in your book, I believe.
But, what I will say is, you definitely feel like it should succeed. It's very thematic that happened, because it does not work on this door. So, at the moment that your thieves' tools don't work, we will cut over to Halvard. Halvard, you're at a door.
I touch the door.
It's a door.
I look for a knob or a handle.
Yeah, there's a doorknob.
Okay. Since I don't have the ability to check and see if it's trapped, all I do is check and see if it's locked.
You can actually do both. If you roll investigation, you can look for... Well, it'd be investigation to see if it's trapped. It would be sleight of hand or something like that to check the lock kind of a thing. But yeah, it's not trapped.
Okay, and I try to open it.
It is locked.
Okay. I try to bash the door down.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. What did you get in your... Yeah, okay. So, give me an athletics check to barge the door down.
20.
Yeah, so you definitely feel like that should work, and you trigger a trap that you did not see with your 14. So a glyph glows on the door, and an explosion happens. Halvard, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, and is this with advantage?
You don't see it coming. Like, it's out of nowhere.
Okay. I click on myself. I click on.
You actually don't need to click yourself. Just so you know, the only time you need to click yourself is for initiative. But
right. Okay.
Dex save of 15 that will fail. Halvard, you take
clicking on himself.
Halvard, you take 31 thunder damage.
Whoa. Yikes.
Ow.
Okay, so I emerge from the corner, smoke coming out of my ears, and I'm like limping. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. There's smoke escaping my ears. You see, I was just struck by a explosion of thunder. Perhaps you heard the sound. I couldn't. I'm deafened.
The party would hit like a crack a boom.
I'm like going on each side of the wall. Like I'm like, clearly something happened to me. So yeah, how'd you guys make out with your door?
It doesn't seem to open.
I strongly suggest you do not try to bash it open.
That, I guarantee you, never once crossed my mind. Do you require a degree of healing?
I'm almost at half HP. You notice that I'm like at half capacity of my health. I do not outright ask for healing, though. But
Sendu does not outright offer it.
lions can be proud.
You're looking a little smoky, my friend.
A scratch. I cough and more smoke comes out of my mouth.
We should attempt to find another way around. Let's head to the doorway to the south.
That sounds like a great idea.
Sure, this is a good idea.
I noticeably limp towards the...
How's this door looking, Kyle? I attempt to open it.
That one's open.
Fantastic.
Not open, it's unlocked, but yes.
Do you feel like we're being herded?
You guys do remember this hallway from earlier when you were exploring. It's the one that goes on the map. It goes underneath the other one. That's why it's weird like that.
Oh, okay. I was like, is that a full wall?
I have the feeling we've been here before.
Yes.
Indeed.
And you remember that you'll come upon
I am
the room.
Jeremy Sue. Wake up.
You remember that
Come join the rest of us.
you'll come upon the room that had the golem in the pool of water.
Where did we go?
Down
Are we
south.
going all the way back there?
Now, remind me, was an organ found in the golem room?
You guys didn't go in the golem room
What about
because
this?
here's something I forgot to mention in the recap. The golem is basically started speaking as Valen, the mistress of the temple. So she started speaking as Valen. She's like, hello, welcome to my temple. I can, if you
And we accused her of all the shit that she's done, and she denied it.
And she's like, no, that's not true at all. I'm an innocent priestess who's all about divination in the future and my god and all that stuff. And so, no, that's not true at all.
We accused her of taking our organs?
Yeah!
Hold on, I would like to ask the group, were there any rooms that were entered where organs were not found?
Hold on. I can't
We
let
did enter this room, but we kind of went back to the mirror room right after that. Because it just...
We didn't find any organ in the room with the dead woman.
Well,
I can't let this locked door go go remaining locked.
Unanswered?
Yes. I can't have any sort of mistakes happen. That's not allowed. So
unlocking and coming...
Yeah. I would like to try again at unlocking it if possible.
Does the door allow do-overs?
It's not worth it.
Backsies, backsies, if you will.
But you figure the team would allow, but you just have to raise the DC.
So there was a big room that we went into, which is that center room. But you guys looked in, or we looked in, and we were like, nope, 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 and then we noped
And then
out
walked
of there.
out. Yes.
Yeah, we were like, this is boss energy.
And you did, in fact, see 8 jars in
Jonathan
that room.
Nobody wanted to go take a look at the jars.
Yeah, no. You guys are
Okay,
scared.
so it feels like we either confront a golem or we go into the room with the jar.
Well, you actually have another subquest, kind of, sort of. You have a cat that wants to go back to her owner.
We can go ahead and bring
So we
it
can-
back.
I'm feeling
Yeah, we'll
the
bring
cat. I'm not going to get
It's
struck
on the
by
way.
thunder. Yeah. Okay. You guys want to do that? I'm down.
So, I mean,
Kind of on the way, believe it or not.
Can I roll to unlock door, Kyle?
Yeah, you can 100% try another Thieves' Tool check.
Which door?
It's the one that Sendu wanted me to unlock.
Okay.
The one that didn't blow up in the lines.
Why did I roll? Oh, okay, that's because of reliable talent, that it's treating it as a 1. I don't... Let me double check that. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be being applied that way. Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus. Okay, so no, it's supposed to be a 10.
Yeah, anything less than a 10 turns into a 10. So, that is indeed a 20. It does not unlock.
I start hyperventilating. Like, no.
Kyle.
What?
Does it seem to be that this requires some kind of specific input, like in magical terms?
Yes, I was just gonna have Lamb roll either Insight or Arcana.
Okay, I'll roll Arcana. Actually, I'll roll Insight since I actually have that trained. 15.
That's high enough that you know yourself, and you know. Well, I mean, you started to doubt yourself recently, so that's definitely playing a part. But you do know yourself, and that you think that should have worked. Both of them should have worked, but you think maybe there's something magical about this lock, and so picking it with mundane means will not work.
I don't like that. Okay.
Say I'm sneaking away. Good night, guys.
Good night. I love you.
No, just.
I don't think I have a way of, like, non-mundane means of getting rid of it.
We might need to just come back there later, Lamb.
Wait a second. Let me see if there's anything, because, like, you're right, there might be something special about the shape. Let me double check.
If nobody has a knock.
I don't think anybody has
I know I don't.
or arcane locks or anything like that.
Arcane Lock would do the opposite that we want to do right now.
Oh, you can't use it for reverse?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
that's what knock does. Also makes a very loud bang.
Well, we've already accomplished a loud bang, so.
Mm-hmm.
Where is... I just gotta find it. Because it's definitely here, but I don't... There it is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you don't know. Okay, so we go back down. The rest of the party is going to Alicia's room. Was that correct?
Yep.
We're gonna go hand the cat back off.
Okay.
Come, Prism.
I guess I'm gonna return to the party merely to tell Sendu, because I know he's magical. To be like, Sendu, I'm so close to unlocking it. I can't use it with my thieves' tools. You just need something magical to fix it.
Something magical.
Oh, this is quite a schlep to get down there.
We might want to go back there once we have some more ideas as to how this entire temple operates. Perhaps there will be some clue to it later on.
Yeah, sure. Yes, that's right. That's why I couldn't unlock it. There's just something that we missed. Of course, something else.
I will tell the
Something
party
else that I've messed up on.
You guys were saying you found an organ in each room, kind of, sorta. And you mentioned you hadn't found one with the Dragonborn, but, like, she is the organ. Like, she had the pancreas, so, like, that is...
Oh, no, she absolutely did have a full pancreas. Yeah. But, like, there were no canopic jars.
Yes.
Yeah, I was expecting broken pieces of a jar or something.
Well, the issue was that she didn't have the other organ.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that too, but I was like, wouldn't she have smashed open the... She never found hers.
Yeah, she never found hers.
Interesting.
But for some reason, she felt it incredibly necessary to get that other one out of her.
So you guys head to Alicia.
You knock on the door.
She opens it and she's like, "Ah, I foresaw you coming." She opens it right before you knock. I have my small little visions and I foresaw you coming. Hello.
Hello. We're returning your kitty cat.
Found your cat.
Oh, Prism! You're the one thing I can never foretell. Prism comes over and starts nuzzling her. And she's like, "Oh, thank you for returning him. I haven't seen her in like weeks. Oh my gosh, but she adventures around the compound, so it's nothing different. But oh my."
She apparently went through the portal in the anything there, or whatever the big circle room.
That sounds like her. There's various portals. Yes, that sounds about right. Thank you for retrieving her.
You are very
So, yeah, we found your cat, Prism. She's pretty cool.
We found our librarian.
Oh, yeah. On what kind of terms are we with this secretary lady?
She's really nice to you, and she's giving you free
She's nice.
roaming of the place.
You found her. Unfortunately, she is cut herself open and removed her pancreas.
So I am. We regret to tell you that we found a member of our organization dead here in your temple.
Huh. And how did she die?
It would seem as though it was self-inflicted.
She must have seen the future and saw that something bad was coming, and because people have visions here, and oh my, it's
we believe it to be a much more mundane form of foresight.
Oh dear.
Rather, we found writings of the person. Yes?
Just to remind people.
Yeah, who is this person? Because I don't know.
Yes. She is the mistress. She is the mistress of the temple's secretary assistant. And she super nice to you guys. But the important thing I wanted to bring up, in case people forgot, is you do know her name is also in the book. Just thought I'd mention that.
I bring. Wait, one moment. What's her name?
With that information, Senju would not have mentioned that.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd bring it up. Yeah.
One moment. What's her name?
Alicia.
Okay. Alicia, one moment, please. Let's exit the room for a moment.
Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Praise Savras.
Alicia, are there any rooms in which we are not allowed entry in this temple?
Not per se. I would say that you have to be careful of the danger in the mirror room and of the room with the sword. That's the
sword.
So Senda would notice, but the genies were guarding a sword. Yes. One second. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Huh. That's weird. So the book says, go to... I'm going to name a letter. It says, go to A7. But then when I go to A7, it's not the thing it tells me. So I have to... So 1 second.
So yeah, Sendu, I motion outside. Let's discuss.
Huh.
Yes?
Okay, so we realize, or at least I realize upon hearing her name, that it's one of the names in the book, and so it's the consensus here is that we're not going to tell her that her name is in the book, correct?
She knows it.
I think you guys might have mentioned it last week that her name was in the book.
It's possible she already has knowledge of it.
Yeah, we did. We mentioned it to her, but she didn't seem to be really.
Yeah, she was like pish posh. That's not true. There's various people who were against the temple and against the faith, and I'm sure they're just trying to rig something. Like it was that kind of a thing.
Okay, so since we returned Prism to her, do you think she might be able to offer us some more valuable information? Because she's pleased with us having returned her beloved cat.
Her when you brought us all outside.
Oh, alright, well, I just wanted to make sure we don't tell her anything that... I don't care.
No, I believe we're
Please
on the same
continue.
page in regards to this.
Okay. Did we ask her about the golems, or did we not know about the golems?
You didn't know about the golems at the time when you met her last.
Okay, so we have to ask her about the golem. What else have we discovered since then?
Well, that large room that you seemed to that you all said you were avoiding with the 8 jars, and you said a coffin in the center?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm very curious.
Sarcophagus. I'm thinking Mummy Lord.
The drama queen of coffins.
Yeah.
Probably the Mummy Lord of the book, most likely. Probably Valen herself.
But I'm interested to see what she thinks it is.
Okay.
She does not seem to be, at least from what I can understand, entirely up to date with everything happening here.
Well, I think, because time passes bizarrely inside this area as compared to outside in the real world. She probably doesn't realize how much time has passed out there for certain things.
Very possibly.
Huh? Shall we go back in and let you do the talking?
I do not need to be the one doing the talking, but
out of character, has Kyle found what he's looking for?
I did indeed. Yes.
Okay, I'm done stalling for time.
So yeah, when you guys go back in, say whatever you want to say. She's like, "Oh, hello again."
I apologize. I believe we were interrupted previously. I mentioned to you if there are any areas. I asked if there were any areas in the temple that you were not.
Yes. I would say that yes. The mirror hallway, the sword room, the memory room. Not that you're off limits, but they all have dangers. And the phasing passage. You guys don't recognize that one.
Can you elaborate on the phasing passage? I admit that.
Do you know the room with the? Have you seen the room with the 4 pillars?
I believe we have passed through there. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. That room. If you stand in the center for more than 5 minutes, you automatically astral project.
Oh.
Well, that's neat.
Interesting.
Wait, but wouldn't Sendu have picked up on that?
It wasn't active in that moment, so it wasn't an active magic that could be sensed, is the idea.
That tracks. Interesting. I suppose if the magical pillars were dormant, then my abilities would not have detected them.
Alicia, do you know of any locked doors in this temple?
Let me see here. She's wearing like a necklace, and she holds it up, and she goes, well, my room locks. The room you came through, the portal room locks. That's this one here. So she has a key to the portal and a key to her bedroom. As she's talking, the party should give me perception check.
That concerns me. Can Bonhoeffer give me the help?
I guess you could telepathically be like, "Hey, we should look at this." But I don't think it's because you're. Yeah, I guess sure, yeah.
I mean, we've been in danger. So
that's why I figured you're looking for stuff. Yeah, that's what I figured.
I see a nat 20.
Yeah, baby.
Yes. You notice that she's wearing a bracelet that has charms on it.
most of the charms are normal things. Like there's a cat. There is a scarecrow. There is like a little like a crystal orb because it makes sense. An eyeball because of her divination stuff. But one that sticks out to you on a nat 20, there is a little key dangling on her charm bracelet.
Well, that is a fascinating charm bracelet you have on there.
Oh, yeah, I get one every year as a gift, and yeah, I like it. And she jangles it around.
Mm-hmm. When did you get the one, the key charm?
When I first, on my birthday, the year I came to work here.
And how long ago was that?
Time works different, as I've mentioned. So I would say...
Based in here.
50 years here. So... like 1,000 years in 1,000 years in your time?
Whoa, okay. So you've been...
Is she an elf or other similarly long-lived race?
It's only 50 years extra in here, but yeah, you don't know what...
She would still be an old woman.
She would still be an old woman. No, but your detect magic 100% shows that she has magic.
There's some wild shit going on there with her.
Yes.
That's potentially problematic.
Why?
Alicia, you said something curious. You mentioned it had been 50 years?
Oh, I realized that, yeah, that sounds right.
Forgive me for asking, but most mortal races would be a bit more decrepit after 5 decades of aging than you seem to be.
I think it depends. I know elves and dwarves live a long time.
Which is why I said most. You don't seem to be either elven or dwarven.
I actually don't know my heritage. I was adopted, so I don't actually know.
Can we say she has pointy ears?
I mean, there are certain biological signs that would point towards an elvish heritage.
She is not elvish or dwarvish.
Right. Do you know of any effects that would be preventing you from showing outward signs of age?
I did go through when I first came here. Not when I first came here. After a while of working here, I went through I got a promotion to be Valen's assistant, and there was a ritual that bonded me to her, and so I'd imagine that there's probably a link there. So maybe as long as we're both healthy, we stay healthy. I don't know. That's
interesting. Is Valen herself human or of a similar mortal race?
Let me see 1 second. Valen is elven.
Okay.
Do you guys want to get back to the more information because of the cat angle?
I mean, you guys have gathered quite a bit of information from just regular talking, but
I was trying to get back to that. We kind of got with the charms. I was about to try and put something through there.
I whispered to Krasofir. I think we kind of want to get our hands on that key, right?
I'm gonna need a stealth check for that. I'm gonna need a stealth check for that whisper. It's not a big room.
She hears it.
Yeah.
She 100% hears it, and she's like...
I was really going to ask her, I was really going to say that, most of...
Yeah, she gets to react, because you can't be like, oh, I would have said this, doesn't matter, you got a 6, so she gets to react. So she would say, she would take a step back into the corner, and she'd be like, I think you should probably go. And she looks at Halvard specifically.
Okay, I'm gonna persuade her that everything is fine.
Interject here, or do you want to? You can continue. I can't stop you, but
yeah.
We can't stop you.
I would like to persuade her. I think that everything is fine, and that I was just joking.
So the thing is, it would not be a persuasion; it would be deception.
Okay, well,
so you can try that, or However, you do have the indication that Sendu was about to talk, so you could let Sendu go, or you could do
Obviously,
your deception.
I'm going to let Sendu go. I've got a -1 to deception.
Sendu steps forward and says,
"Yes."
I'm sorry. Her name was Alicia. You said?
Yes.
Alicia.
Yes.
I apologize for outward signs of concern. We believe there is something very wrong happening here. As we mentioned, we found one of our librarians dead on your floor.
Yes, that is terribly sad.
I need you to understand that those kinds of things don't happen by themselves. We have reason to believe that every person who has come here has had an organ removed and forcibly replaced without their knowledge or consent. And those kinds of things don't result from wholesome practices.
I think that maybe someone else is pulling organs and blaming my religion. Like, I don't see that happening.
Regardless, one of our librarians is here.
Yes.
And dead.
What I would say to that, though, is that people have depressing visions. They have visions with terrible futures, and they do get depressed from it.
Alicia, I need you to listen to me.
Okay.
There is something very wrong happening here.
Okay.
I am merely asking that you provide us with a degree of cooperation.
Yes, I've given you guys free room.
To hide here, then I ask that you show us what there is here. So
I've given you free roam. I said you could go wherever you want as long as the door isn't locked.
Okay, lovely. We have found 2 locked doors, past what you refer to as the phasing room. Do you know how to open these doors?
So the room that's to the west of the phasing room, the phasing passage, leads directly to the mistress's area. And I believe, as far as I'm aware, the mistress has invited your group to a talk in the main room, and your group turned her down. So that did happen. Sendu wouldn't know. I don't know if...
No, it was the golem, right?
Yeah, the golem had said, follow me and I'll lead you to the mistress. And the group was like, nope, fuck that. So that's what she would say. She would say, so the main room leads up to, and I'll point it at the map because she'll kind of describe it in character. The main room leads to a double door, and that leads to the same spot as the phasing passage door. Both of those lead to the mistress's private chambers. That's why those are locked. If you wish to speak to her, she will speak to you in the main room. As far as, where was the second door you found locked?
To the north of the phasing passage.
Again, that is the mistress's private belongings, and so that would explain why that door is locked as well. So, but everything else that is of the temple itself and not the mistress directly is open to you.
And what was this room? I don't know how to...
if you hold and click, it'll press and hold, I mean.
Okay.
I'm just looking for your click.
Yeah, I have the whole thing zoomed out. Where are you clicking, Alfred?
Because I don't see it.
Just west of us?
Oh, that's where you guys came in. That is the portal that leads from the main temple to this part of the temple. That's the portal room. That's the entrance.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Yes.
Alicia, thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah, certainly.
I apologize if we made you uncomfortable in any way.
It's okay. Before you go, would you like any food or beverage?
I believe that we will pass on your kind offer, but thank you.
I'm gonna say, what if we're supposed to eat?
Lamb.
What?
Knock it off.
Maybe it's a bad choice.
You want to have something?
Lamb, let's speak up.
Maybe.
Yeah. Can we speak outside, please? Tiramisu and Krasosphere, I'm just waiting for you guys.
Are you sure?
Right. I was going to say my apologies for our rough companion there. I was just curious as to what each of your charms symbolized. What events did they symbolize?
The key
I told you. Remember?
Yeah, the key I told you about. The
did you?
Oh yeah, I said I got the key when I for making the mistress's
secretary.
Assistant. Yes.
Okay.
The orb I got when I first joined the religion because I came from a different religion. So the convert, the nature of the convert, they gave me the orb. The cat, I love cats. I love Prism. You'll notice around her room there are various it's very much like if you guys ever had a person in your life at like the school secretary or a secretary in an office where they decorate their cubicle with like frogs or bears or something like that. 100% she just has little cats all over her room. She goes, yeah, just various things for my life.
Okay. I can completely respect that. So thank you very much for
You're welcome.
your time.
Definitely keep that lion one in check though.
Yeah.
Racist.
All right, so the party is now back in the hallway.
Okay, so does anyone have a charm spell that we could charm her to want to give us the key, or does anyone perhaps have a high proficiency in persuasion that could convince her to part with that key?
Oh, hey, wait a second. Sorry, one thing from your detect magic Sendu. Her whole being is pulsing with divination, which makes sense. But also, she's pulsing with enchantment, like big time.
She's probably charmed.
She's 100% mind controlled / charmed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any ability to remove the effect that's on her, but I can almost get.
And I don't either.
It's some degree of mind control.
So we're not going to get that key.
No.
I mean,
so it sounds like there's really only one place.
We would have to knock her out and take it.
We have two options. It sounds like.
You can have someone.
It sounds like we could go back to the phase shift room and stand in the center of it and see that astral projection thing, where that goes, or we could follow the golem to the main room. It sounds like those are our two options. Yeah.
I don't know if I trust astral projection in a place like this.
I'm not sure if I trust Valen yet. No, actually, I don't trust Valen.
So we don't like either of these options.
I believe that we should examine the central chamber.
I agree.
Ooh,
that's an
without the escort from the golem, though, right? Without
Valen present, absolutely.
Okay, agreed.
Lamb, Tiramisu, what are your thoughts?
I was thinking we go back to the. I'm thinking we go back to the projection room, and maybe we can ask to see who enchanted her.
What were the details of this astral projection?
You don't have any, except you stand in the middle of the room for 5 minutes.
And what is an astral projection? What is an astral projection?
An astral projection is basically the idea that your soul leaves your body and you are kind of a ghost-like figure that can go places and observe things, and then when you're done, you can go back to your body.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, the problem is that I don't trust that there's no danger inherent with that, given that everything here has tried to either hurt us or lay enchantments on us.
Mm-hmm.
But it would make us ethereal, and we could walk through doors.
No, because
we're allowed back into our bodies.
Yeah, you'd have for recon, it would work, except you're not invisible. So people would. Well, you're not a ghost, so you are invisible actually, except for creatures that can see on the ethereal plane. But yes. If you would be able to go through walls, look around, things like that, but you're also intangible, so you can't like fight like that or pick up things like that. But for recon, it's good. Mm-hmm. But then you would have to return to your body. Yes.
Right.
Okay, we'll put a pin in that.
People attacking you with magic could affect you. Certain magic spells could actually hurt you if you're in your ethereal.
Yeah.
The primary issue that I see is that I don't trust that there isn't some device waiting to trap an intruder who is projecting throughout this place.
Agreed. So, I cut off Tiramisu.
Yeah, what were you saying,
what were you
Marcus?
saying?
Oh yeah, I was saying we go back to the projection room, and we ask the room to show us when that was put under the enchantment, and so we could probably see who did it.
I don't
the room of visions.
I don't know if that is sufficiently useful information to make up for the fact that we will have to deal with that enchantment after doing it. We can generally assume, given her nearly fanatical loyalty, that it was Valen who put the enchantment on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We could ask it. Like the last couple of minutes of that librarian's life before the librarian killed herself. Not important though. We could just go. We could just go towards the main room in the center.
My concern is that if her life did end tragically there may not have been anything useful that she gleaned.
Okay. I would like to recall, Kyle, how far into the main room did we as a group walk?
Oh, literally just opened the door, looked inside, left. I don't think you even stepped in the room.
So we don't know if this room is safe at all.
You super don't. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it that emphatically.
Oh, well.
I'm considering just sending Manavaka inside if somebody can't open the doors.
Yes.
Force strength can open the doors.
Yes. Let's send in our decoy. I mean, Manavaka.
Oh, don't worry. He's really just a meat puppet. Hey, bitch!
So do we agree? That's our course of action?
Yeah, our course of action is head up to the...
Alright, Sandy, that's you.
If everybody wants to put their tokens in the hallway, I think we'll end it before we actually go into the room, though.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It is fully 10 o'clock.
So put your tokens up here in the order you would be in, and next time we will have Madavaka go into the...
I know I'm racked with indecision, but we never checked that far north room that Howard got the shit shocked out of him.
Oh,
that's her private...
That was the mistress's...
private, another one of
like private storage room or something?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
But what I'm hearing is loot.
Yeah, what you hear is 100% dungeon treasure is what you hear.
Yes.
I
hear treasure hoard.
Broder notices the smoke that's still coming out of my ears from the thunder.
You do get your shit rocked.
I am in fact lamb now.
Yes, you are just lamb.
I can't. I don't. Well.
No, just go by lamb. If
Wes, you're not making it easy.
If you're having trouble remembering names, just go by lamb.
Lamb is always his name. Yes, no matter what form.
But what if I accidentally say lamb when you're undercover?
That would be an issue.
I'm going to correct you, but I can't stop you from
lamb chop. Lamb chop.
Okay. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Yes. Have a good